Okay. Hello. This is Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, Merciful PC glitched. My name is Brotodile. I'll be running this category, which I did most of the routing for, and I think I did most of the glitch discovery for. Joining me is the esteemed Shiner CCC. If you'd like to do a quick introduction.
Yo, I'm Shiner. I used to speedrun this game a lot. I mean, I still want to, but SMT5 came out, and I guess I'm enjoying other stuff at the moment. But I should submit something for Nocturne for the next really longathon. I've routed a lot of new categories for Nocturne and participated in the existing ones as well. But I just kind of stood back and let Brotodile discover everything. I was sort of agonizing in my head for what to do for like a hard mode route that would use some of these glitches. And after a couple of breakthroughs, it was all sort of figured out for me. To be honest, I actually have not done a run of this specific category yet. I was thinking I should, but I thought the run was tomorrow night, not tonight, so I thought I'd have time, I guess. But I know what's going on. I'll be able to help commentate this one.
Shiner's, or chat's saying Shiner's a little too loud. You gotta pipe it down over there.
Okay, sure.
Okay, I just lowered you. Maybe that's better now.
Yeah, keep us posted, chat.
Actually, I'll go a little more. Okay.
It's gonna be Brotodile on the sticks tonight.
Oh, shoot, what the heck?
It'll probably be me doing most of the chat.
Downloadable content button in the menu.
So there's a lot of stuff on this opening menu. There's new game is on here 3 times. So if you just pick the one at the top, that basically plays the original Japanese release of Nocturne that doesn't have any DLC. Chronicle uses Raido, and Maniacs uses Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
And we're Dante fans around here. In fact, Dante is going to be the main character of the run, basically. So,
yep.
We'll be choosing this one. And I think we can get started. You know, we have like 50 minutes to kind of talk about things before the game really ramps up. So, whenever, I guess, we're allowed to start. Can I just count us down here?
Yeah, time starts when we confirm our difficulty choice. It's a little different on PS2 and HD. We're doing the HD version, which Merciful difficulty is exclusive to that. Those who are very familiar with the PS2 version will notice, like, hey, the game's not in 4:3 anymore, and the font looks different, so that's how you can tell we're on HD instead of PS2.
Okay, I'll kick it off. I guess I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, we got the usual Atlas disclaimer right at the beginning. Wait, this is supposed to, like, fade in. Okay, there we go.
You're SD brained. You're not used to HD.
I'm really not, even though I do prefer HD for my hard any % route that I cooked up. Oh yeah, we got voice acting in HD now, so we're gonna start with English. We might have a chance to change it midway through with menu shenanigans later.
We can, yes. Really quick, I do want to shout out. As we are beginning the run, I thought about the name. I kind of wanted to throw in the name Card Fett in here. This is a shout out to the man in the Mega 10 Discord who found the first glitch of this run. I thought I would throw his name in here. For the nickname, what do we want to go with? I'm kind of feeling Dante.
Or Virgil.
That is what you usually go to with, but we were really going to emphasize here the main character of the run.
Yeah, true. Can I get some Dante with my Dante and a side of extra Dante? Yes, you can, Winnie the Dude. This is what's going to be possible with some of the glitches coming up. So I just want to say, I'm very impressed with what Atlas has achieved as programmers. I played this on PS2, and the words "now loading" do not appear anywhere in Nocturne. It is a very well-coded game. Things load quickly. It really feels like playing a cartridge game. So I was pretty skeptical that there would even be glitches in HD, even though they kind of ported the game using Unity, so it would run more or less equally well on Switch and PlayStation 4 and PC. So I didn't think Unity would introduce any bugs. Well, Unity didn't. Part of the issue is mouse and keyboard being an option for input, though, for a bit of foreshadowing for later. When do we get Dante? Honestly, at level 28. That'll be all the foreshadowing I can drop for now. I guess we still have to like establish some baseline about what Nocturne itself is. So, like most SMT games, it takes place in present-day Tokyo, and then some sort of demon apocalypse takes place in the truest sense of the word, where I think the Greek meaning for apocalypse originally means something like awakening of knowledge. Well, so it kind of is what happens, where the world as we know it gets replaced with a vortex world full of Pokemon, I mean demons, who want to eat us, or maybe we can convince them to join our side instead.
Yeah, and I think I was just gonna say Nocturne, kind of a fan favorite, right? I think it holds a special place in a lot of our hearts because it's kind of the first localized SMT game. We didn't get one or two or if back in the day.
We just got Jack Bros instead.
Oh yes. Oh, here's Dante. You just talk to this NPC, and he tells you Dante's here.
Oh yeah, I saw a scary foreigner who was really tall, dressed in red. He had a really big sword.
That's how we know we're on the right new game version. But yeah, this is the HD version, which didn't change a lot. You know, as far as HD remakes go, it's still the kind of the PS2 game everyone knows, except they ported it to Unity. They added voice acting. That's kind of major, actually, because it means the game's actually slower. That's the major reason it's slower, right, Shiner? It's like the cutscenes.
That's part of it. The UI itself is slower, with like menus flying in from the side of the screen instead of appearing instantly. There's just kind of like more delay when you're like mashing text. Like the engine just feels stickier in a few places. Main one for me is when you're using media in the command menu, and at least my system always chugs when it just draws like the little graphic of, you know, like the health bar like pulsing outwards as you heal. It's like the game is struggling to do 4 addition operations at the same time, and like, you know, my embedded system from 2003 can do it just fine, you know.
On release, it was worse. This game actually had like lag spikes everywhere. We do grab this machine, by the way.
Oh yeah, we do need this one. We skipped the first one. That one has a sacred water, which cures certain status ailments that occur in battle. And given that this is merciful, and basically every enemy attack is gonna miss, and I guess status ailments are the only thing we fear, really. But we're definitely not going to need that sacred water.
Mr. Aurelius in chat. Yeah, interestingly, Shiner touched on this, but the Unity is not the reason it's glitched, probably. It's more like they just didn't think about mouse and keyboard controls. We're like an hour away from the glitches, unfortunately, so let me give some context on this. We're running Merciful PC glitched. What does that mean? First of all, Merciful is the easy mode difficulty that was added in HD. It's like very easy. It's extremely easy. It's like play the game itself easy. Specifically,
yeah, I've never encountered anything like it myself.
it's something Atlas has been adding to a lot of their newer games, I think. But specifically, what it does is you are stronger in battle. You dodge attacks all of the time. It's like +4 Sukukaja all of the time, basically.
It does feel like that, yeah.
You get a lot less encounters in the overworld, and when you do get encounters, when you do get any battles, you get like quadruple experience, which I think was supposed to
triple.
Oh, is it triple?
Triple experience, triple money. I've noticed from the boss fights that most of the rewards are tripled, but some of them are just like manually changed. Like I think Forneus is one. Like, yeah, Forneus gives you like 150 experience and 2,000 Maka in the normal game, and then here he gives like 7,520k instead. There's some that just are just manually shifted a little weird. Albion still has the hard cap of 20,000, so the like, you know, 73,000 or 7,300 or whatever gets tripled but can't hit 21,000, so you just get the flat 20k. Same with Spectre 3, also just hard capped at 20. Even though Spectre 2 tripled gives you like 60,000, that's the biggest payoff of this run.
But I think they went, I don't know if they, like, I think they added the XP scaling because they're like, oh, you're getting less battles. So we gotta, you know, when you do get battles, you get more XP, but they didn't think about the fact that bosses do give, like, the most XP in this game. And so you're always gonna fight the bosses. So you end up super over-leveled in Merciful. And that's the main reason we're playing it, actually, is because, these glitches we're going to do, we've been foreshadowing quite a bit, require us to be level 28. 28 is when we'll break open the game. Unfortunately, that's the requirement. So on this version of the
There's
run,
technically one other way, but it's
yes,
forbidden RNG pretty much.
There's forbidden knowledge we're not going to discuss.
Not till Matador,
0.5% chance to work, I think, in my calculations.
Your life ends here.
That's about what I calculated too.
So because you level up so fast in Merciful, we can just get to the glitch parts faster, and that's kind of exciting. You know, you can run a hard category of this. It's just like roughly the game is like 50-50 playing the game normally, and then the other second half is just breaking open the rest of the game. So Shiner, you run the hard mode version. And the second half is basically the same. You're breaking the game, but in the first half, you know, you have to actually play the game a lot more nuancedly, right?
Yeah, it's interesting because it starts out really similar to the hard any percent route, and then once you get to level 28, I can sort of prepare my endgame team that can barely do the final boss, and luckily you don't really have to do anything else. Yeah, technically it's 255. The UI won't display anything higher than 99. There's no higher level demons than 95, so there's really a reason to get to a higher level than that.
Oh.
Yeah, hard TDE finishes at level 58 or 61, depending on your route. 63 if you're doing hard mode Chronicles, but that's for crazy people, I think. Yeah, level 28 on a normal playthrough would be about when you're getting
Asakusa.
I guess when you'd finished Assembly of Nihilo-ish, yeah.
Wait, are you talking about Merciful or hard?
So,
like if you're casually playing on normal or hard with like normal experience flow, I think you'd hit level 28 like around like Assembly of Nihilo or Asakusa. Or like, no, not Asakusa. You hit 28 around Kabukicho Prison, I think. You could like recruit Naga in there. But yeah, the reason of level 28 is the newer version of Nocturne that Atlas made. Atlas keeps doing that thing of like, let's make an enhanced version of our game. So Maniacs is where they added Dante from the Devil May Cry series, and a whole side quest area called the Labyrinth of Amala. And there are shady brokers who will sell you demons if you're a high enough level to fuse them. Like, so that's what we need to hit level 28 for the first shady broker demon. Oh yeah, here we go. We got a little cutscene in a window for the conception. We haven't like talked about the plot of the game yet, eh?
Let me take out my automaton thing real quick.
Oh yeah. I wish I could. Mine's broken right now though.
Oh, too bad. Yeah. Please sum up the game in as little words as you can summarize it.
All right, we're a high school senior. We're about to graduate. We're going to ask our teacher for some advice on a little personal interview, and we're meeting two of our friends from school on the way. But we were supposed to meet in Yogi Park, but we nodded off on the train and missed our stop, so we get there later. We meet Hijiri, the occult magazine journalist, who's like, I know what really happened at this murder scene. It was a battle between two cults. So whatever, we move on to Shinjuku Medical Center, where our teacher is staying, presumably because she has depression or something. It's never explained why she's there, but we go to this creepy hospital where there's not even a receptionist, and there's absolutely nobody there, because Atlas couldn't afford to make models. So we, explore the place looking for our teacher, and we find Ikawa in the basement gaming really hard with a spinning GPU and 6 monitors, like rigging Dota All-Stars esports betting all by himself, and he just quotes a T.S. Eliot poem at us right away, and we're like, this is creepy. And he summons level 33 Baphomet, who might actually be relevant in this glitched route, by the way. And we're about to get one shot, but our teacher shows up and intervenes and says, if you harm this student boy of mine, then I'll stop cooperating with you. So Hikawa's like, whatever, I'm gonna chill in the basement, go watch the end of the world on the roof. And that is exactly what happens. That we saw our teacher in like a weird daydream we had when we were nodding off on the train, where she says, a world that loses its power will fade into nothingness, but I want to save it from that fate. She's saying some very strange things alluding to the world ending and going along with it or hastening it, because our teacher is in one of these cults with Hikawa, it turns out. And yeah, it really happened. We think we're naming our human party members at the start of this JRPG, and the very first thing that happens is the world ends, and now we're in some sort of limbo purgatory getting a gummy worm dropped on our face like it's a beer bong.
By the way, just a quick note, people who play this game, there is like a fast forward text button on Nocturne, right? But we're skipping through it faster than that goes. So the little trick is you hold down the fast forward button and you alternate A and B, makes it go a little bit faster. So
Noticeably faster, yeah.
yeah, so that's why people who play this game, we've already beaten your record for the conception.
It's already yeah, it's better to remap the fast forward text button too. Like by default, it's on triangle, like the north button on your controller, but that button also brings up your map,
Yeah.
which you probably want like on command, but you also want to be able to fast forward text.
I also do it
while
just
doing
because,
other things.
like, I don't get how you PS2 guys can just like hold your fingers in a way where you're holding triangle and hitting circle and X at the same time. Like my fingers can't control.
Well, I use both hands.
Well, that's.
I just bring my left hand over to hold triangle for me, and then I just do a trill with 2 and 3 on my right hand.
I see what
you
you're
never
doing.
have to mash. You never have to mash text while moving in this game, so you don't need to keep your left hand on the D-pad or the stick for movement.
There's a couple times I feel bad it's not optimal though. Like when you're like talking to the vending machine, you gotta like quickly move your second hand to the left or something. Maybe you're just quick at it.
I mean, I kind of am. Man, it's been a while.
Wait.
What do I usually do?
What?
Oh, and quick note: this is already part of the glitched route. Is we need to save at this terminal. This is step 1 of doing a glitched route.
This is hard for me. I usually skip this save to like, oh, if I just die in the first tunnel, I'll just like, reset, and that's 15 minutes gone. I'll sacrifice 15 minutes to save 30 seconds. But if you're doing a glitched run, it really is required to leave a save behind in this room.
So I've deleted all of my other saves before I started because we're going to be doing some crazy save manipulation later in the run once we start doing the glitches. And this is actually the first save we're going to use to really break the game. Oh shoot, I hit it twice.
Well, you don't need to save this much.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to be.
Nice. That is a nice touch, I think. Like starting with a clean save file to show that like we didn't prepare anything ahead of time. This is just like stock, fresh out of the box Nocturne. You can, to download the game from Steam and do this and get your ending achievement in 3.5 hours.
Yeah, we're going to be converging multiple parallel universes in like a Steins Gate finale kind of way later on.
I don't know about multiple. At least for the hard route, it's kind of like you're really just doing one timeline and just like borrowing the power of another one.
Yeah, you'll see.
You'll see.
If you hold.
Yeah, remember this area well. This is Unknown Realm with the ankle deep grapefruit juice.
Oh yeah, keep this one in your mind. In 1 hour, you'll see more of this.
Yeah, with this same music, it'll seem familiar.
If you hold strafe in the water, you run a little faster. It's a little tricky.
Yeah, shoutouts to Fuka SMT for discovering that. So we call it Fuka swimming, but he wanted to call it Obama swimming for no reason that I can discern.
The tutorial fights infamously can kill you on hard mode. On Merciful mode, they cannot kill you. And in fact, it's a 50-50 chance, I think, that you one-shot this Preda. So let's see if we get.
I think they made these really stronger in HD, actually. Because they've never killed me on PS2, but I think on HD they can do 3 damage. Whereas on PS2 they can't do more than 2. So yeah, we're pumping strength at the beginning because like we don't even have a magic spell yet. Since all we can do is slug our enemies, like, we're using Charmander Scratch, then we might as well raise strength a little bit. Maybe we beat Forneus 1 turn sooner.
On that Preda, this is like a super minor fun fact, but I noticed you either hit a 29 or a 31, which is weird. It's like weird damage rounding is happening.
Yeah, the Preda has 30 HP, so...
Oh, this Kodama would have messed me up. In a hard mode run, that would have been bad, huh? Wouldn't even feel
I know
it.
it's harder to tell on HD, but we're back to press turn system. On PS2, the press turn icons appear instantly when someone's turn starts, but on HD, they, like, flash up from the background, and it, like, takes longer. I think it just looks sloppy. But, yeah, we saw some press turns in SMT5 at the start of the marathon, and now we're back to press turns. And because that Kodama got a critical hit, they got to take an extra turn. Basically, your little Evangelion heads in the corner there can start flashing if you hit a weakness or land a critical hit, which is just a matter of good luck, pretty much. Some physical skills have a higher critical rate than others, but there's nothing like, Murderous Glee in this game that just passively boosts your crit chance. Oh wait, there's Might, but it's a bad skill. It only increases the crit chance of your normal attack from 5% to 15%, which is just still not odds you can count on for press turn math for when you need to generate an extra turn. But, you know, so don't let anyone be like, you have to go physical build in Nocturne! Like, no, physical is, like, unplayable until level 42. You can't really do anything cool except, like, focus lunge. Which is, I mean, I think it's cool, but...
Yeah, so we are, as you said, we're going strength for a little while, but we're going to be switching to magic, because once you get Tornado, that is by far the best skill we're going to be using for a while, and even Ice Breath is pretty good.
And here, we're gonna hit a weakness to get an extra turn ourselves and win the fight in one turn.
So this is going to be a little wonky. I am going to switch the difficulty to normal instead of merciful. I do this because I actually want encounters in here.
Yeah, take it up with me. I'm the mod for the SMT Nocturne speedrun.com leaderboard, and I wrote the rules. And I said for every category is, if you change the difficulty in your run, and you take a step forward, and it matters, as in, if you change your difficulty to merciful, you instantly get that lower encounter rate, so you've already created a game state that's impossible to render on the PlayStation 2. So the rules are, if you change your difficulty, whatever lower setting you change it to, and if it has any impact on the run, it is now considered a run on that difficulty entirely. So it only goes one way, though. It means we can run on merciful, but changing to normal doesn't make it a normal mode run. It's a merciful run, where we change the difficulty upward to make it harder, apparently. But really, we just want a higher encounter rate so we can talk to demons. We just gotta fill up the empty slots in our party. It's free value. It's more entries for the fusion tree of life. Later on, we're gonna get a Pokedex and cloning machine that'll allow us to buy back previous demon allies we've had after we use them as fusion material. So Kodama's a pretty good first ingredient. We just need one more thing, I believe. Well, preferably Shikigami.
Yeah.
Nice thing about this first area too is recruit chances are 100% successful. Like, SMT games are pretty notorious for, you know, incoming trade offer. I receive 175 Maka. You receive farewell. You know, demon scamming you, taking your stuff, and just leaving. But yeah, in the first area, before you defeat the first boss, enemies will never leave after negotiating. As long as you just say yes to everything, they'll always join you.
Yeah, so basically I need a bunch of demons to begin the run, and on Merciful, as we discussed, the encounter rate is so low. So I could just run around for like 5 minutes trying to get one battle. But I think it makes sense to change it to normal, and then we'll immediately change it back, because there's no other reason to be on normal. It's worse in every way. It's just, we need demons. And as Shiner said, it's better to do it before Forneus, because it's guaranteed. The one thing that's not guaranteed is if they ask for a life. Oh, this is great, by the way.
I can tell from the camera angle right away that it was Shikigami.
Oh, that's optimal. I got, well, technically 3 battles, and it's exactly what I needed. That is a really good start. And by the way, it's funny, this is like the only random part of the entire run, is this section. Because it's merciful,
much,
not
yeah.
that much can go wrong later on. And because of that, I can just change the difficulty right back. So that was super optimal right there.
Yeah. We don't even need these demons for, like, power, by the way. The usual merciful any percent run that doesn't do glitches just plays, like, the entire early game on nothing but Demi-Fiend and Pixie. And by the time we get our Pokedex, our Pixie will have transformed into High Pixie, so we can buy back the Little Pixie from the Compendium, fuse them together, 2 demons of the same clan makes an element, so we get arrows, and then we buy back our 2 fairies, and that's our team for... You can do that for literally the whole run, just High Pixie, Pixie, and arrows. I figured out that you can let High Pixie transform into Queen Maeve, which is a different clan, and you can create Mizuchi, and like you can, you know, mix up your team a little bit that way, but it's definitely not necessary. So here, Forneus is weak to lightning, so we can take 8 actions per turn, exploiting that. We got that nice turn order waffle, as I call it. Like, Kodama may go first. You can, yeah, well. Usually I would go past, but I guess it's 7 actions either way. Yeah, there we go. Forneus taken down, and only
I knew he was gonna die there.
press turns total.
So here I actually is where I begin switching to magic. We still need to punch things for a little while, but this kind of starts bolstering up our NP reserves, which will matter later. I mean, it doesn't really matter, it's just faster later.
Yeah, when in Nocturne, if you're on hard mode, you want Vitality, because your loss condition is your main character's HP going to 0. When that happens, you instantly get a game over and have to load your previous save file. But on normal, and especially Merciful, we're not really in any danger, so the best stat to level up is just Magic. Your turn order is determined by Agility, but it's honestly better to just not bother leveling MC's Agility, because like all the demons that you fuse and recruit will just gradually have higher and higher Agility, so you'd have to spend more stat points to go ahead of them in your turn order. And what for? Because
It is my
if you just like count on your fingers to do press turn arithmetic, and I go, wait, if MC's always 4th, I can go pass, do an attack with whoever's 2nd, and then pass whoever's 3rd, then have Demi-Fiend go 4th. And you can do that twice. So I call that 2-4-2-4 turn order, because your 2nd and 4th character are acting twice. If you can generate bonus turns with 1 and 3 instead of just passing, then that's like even more efficient for damage. But honestly, just Tornado is so good in this game, especially when you just dump all your points into Magic.
It's so good for when you get it. Like it's like a high level magic skill, and you get it in like the first quarter of the game.
Yeah. It's strong as Mazandine, and you can learn it at level 17. But it hits random targets, so you can hit the same target more than once if you're lucky.
Quick fun fact. I feel like I did not know this for a long time, and almost no one else knows this, but you do not need to go to Yoyogi Park here. You don't need to tell Pixie whether or not you keep her here. You can just ignore her. So there is a little extra cutscene in Shibuya if you do this. Yeah, there was discussion about this in the Mega 10 Discord. We were talking about this for a while.
This doesn't work on PS2. Maybe it's like a Merciful oversight?
It's definitely an HD. It's not. It might be an HD oversight. But yeah, there's one scene in Shibuya I'll show you in a second where Pixie's like, "Hey, this isn't Yoyogi Park. Go back." And you just ignore her and just keep going, and the game doesn't care.
Oh, they didn't shove you back on the tripwire, I guess. Also, Raelios, we got really lucky in SMC there. Normally, if you talk to the demons and there's like more than one of them active, they'll try to interrupt you and be like, "Hey, stop trying to negotiate with my comrade!" But we just talked to Triple Shikigami and didn't get interrupted. And,
yeah, honestly, I shouldn't have done that, but it worked out.
Well, you're on normal. You wouldn't be in any danger.
Yeah.
I would have gambled for it. I guess I would have just like... Oh wait, Pixie had Seduce, right? So I would have gone attack, Seduce. So that if you get interrupted, at least one of the Shikigamis is half dead. So on the next turn, you can go attack, get rid of that one, and then there's only 2 left. So your negotiation is going to be more likely. Anyway, we made it out of SMC, and the old lady and her little blonde kid congratulated us on surviving. And we also got a glimpse of a guy in red coat. And here's our classmate Chunky Kong, who's like just shell-shocked. They're like, "Wow, I can't believe it, the world ended. I can't see my house from the roof anymore." You can still get interrupted in there, Raelios. But if you can start your negotiation, it'll be guaranteed to succeed.
This is it, by the way. You go down these stairs, and then Pixie yells at you. No one in the world has seen this cutscene except me.
Take me to Yogi Park. Totally wrong place.
Isn't that interesting?
Huh.
Okay, I'm just kidding. Other people have seen that too. And we go into Cathedral because you need to go into Cathedral. No, Shiner, you're not paying attention. I already saw Club Inferno. I'm not going here first.
No, I mean... Oh yeah, you don't even need to buy Iomonte and Shiranui in this
round. Yeah, no.
Welcome.
I don't go to a
Keep
store.
the money. Keep the money.
We don't need to buy anything. It's Merciful.
I was just thinking, like, but we need Shiranui for... Wait, for what? The game kind of ends after Barrett at level 28. Maybe we need it there for Null Fire, but oh wait, this is Merciful. Okay, maybe we need Null Mind so the Succubi don't put us to sleep. Okay, never mind. We gotta save that money. That's 5k, but it matters because we have to be able to afford like a full notch of Pokeballs. We gotta have 8 demons.
Yeah, we do not go into a store until after Troll is when I buy Hifumi. That's the first time we enter a store.
Nice. Yeah, so there's 2 little cutscene chores we have to do in Shibuya. We have to make contact with Chionki Kong and Club Inferno. and we have to walk into the Cathedral of Shadows. We don't have to fuse anything, but we just have to go there, just so so that we know about the fusion mechanic. And then we get dropped into this dungeon with no exit. You're actually trapped in here, so I hope you fuse some demons that you like. Hope you didn't save in here, because now you're stuck in here until you fight your way out. I'm sure a lot of people just got absolutely stonewalled in Nocturne because of this. Yeah, also it's a Lost Woods maze right at the beginning, and there's like some pretty powerful enemies in here. Some elements, one of which is Arrows, who has resist magic and can cast Dia to heal for 45. Oh, good work here, hugging the right wall there, because there's this little cutscene here, like as a tripwire. It like picks you up and it drops you off in the center of the hallway, so we just gained like 1 step of free distance for a little discontinuity.
I was going to talk about that too. It's true for a lot of the plot or the cutscene triggers in this game. They like drop you. They move you in once you enter the cutscene.
Most of the early ones do. In the later game, most of them just like drop you off exactly where you were. But you can like get some very small movement optimization. This one too drops you off right in the center of the hallway, so just
like you go
straight ahead at the door.
The noobs running this game are hugging the left wall, not knowing. And this is a good time to talk about. We talked about this earlier, but this is a glitched run, and we're going to be doing a lot of glitches. But the glitches haven't started yet because we're trying to get to level 28, and this dungeon does have some good XP encounters. So basically what's going to happen is Merciful really barely gives you any encounters, and I kind of want that, actually. Ideally, I get like some nice juicy ones that give you a lot of XP. So if I get an encounter, I'm going to be really happy about it, and I'm probably going to fight it, even though I don't have like a fast way to kill things right now. I really just need to punch them.
Well, on Merciful, you deal double damage and take half damage.
So, I mean, relatively speaking, to a normal Nocturne player, this is fast.
Actually, I think it's more like deal triple, take a third.
I think I'll probably get one encounter, given the fact that it's orange now, and the encounters in this game, or the encounter radar, it's linear. It's like there's the same amount of time to go to yellow to orange is orange to red is red to encounter. So the fact that it's orange now, I kind of know, like,
We're like halfway there. It should pop by the time we get to the boss.
Yeah.
We're about halfway through this dungeon. I don't know if anybody noticed, but we like went the wrong way in the Lost Woods after like phoning home to Hijiri. We like went the wrong way to get warped back to the start of that section, and then just turned around and got back to the room with the healing room there. Yeah, Hijiri made it into the Vortex world somehow, and he's doing journalist stuff and trying to get some dirt on Hikawa, who he believes is also reached the Vortex world. So he's like, I'm gonna mail you to Ginza using this cylinder that we found in Hikawa's room. It's not just a cool art object, it's like the demon internet, bro. I'm gonna download you and 3D print you in Ginza. And we're like, I don't know, man. And of course, as soon as we try it, it malfunctions, and we just fall into the series of tubes. We're stuck in the Amala network, the demon internet.
One of the things I've been thinking about is, you briefly described the plot of this game, and it's funny, I think, like, up until now in the plot, and really for, like, the next few dungeons, Demi-Fiend himself has no idea what the plot is. He is just, like, meandering around, trying to figure out what's going on in this game.
It's like, I gotta write finals in 2 weeks, man! Yeah, I described it as, like, the plot of every JRPG ever, where it's like, oh, there's a gang war, it's the Assembly of Nilo versus the Mantra, but you just get stronger than all of them and beat everyone. Hooray!
I aim just to punch all of these.
Oh! Nice Kaishin on arrows there. Berthus is weak to force, you can hit him with Kodama's Zon to generate a turn.
Oh, that would be smart, but no, I don't care, I'm just gonna auto.
You probably don't even need to. Oh! Man, those points of strength really mattering. Like, Demi-Fiend is slugging for 60 while everyone else is hitting for 40. Oh nice, we learned Ice Breath and got enough magic in time. Well, oh right, we'd have to recruit Quapo to stand a chance of, like... Quapo has a talk skill called Plead in HD. It's called Pester in the original version. Even though the elements are, they're intelligent and haughty, they're like, oh, I'm the proud element clan, I cannot join you. But you can use Plead on them and they'll give you a nice item for a low price. One of the things you can get is a Megiddo Rock. The boss of this area has resist magic. You're not supposed to be able to take out all 6 little components all at once, but with a Megiddo Rock, you can totally do it, because it does almighty damage. We're not going to get one on Merciful, though, because it's really unlikely that you're going to be able to recruit Guapo.
So the strat for this fight is literally just attack. At one point I considered a Raccoonda from Pixie, but I calculated it, and no, just attack is faster.
You got a friend! I got a food!
Many Spectre appear. So yeah, there's 6 of them here. After 3 turns, they're going to combine into King Slime here. Oh, that's a nice dodge. Shikigami's weak to fire.
It's Merciful, bro.
Thanks, Merciful. Yeah, but also if you take out 3 Spectres, or 2 of them actually, yeah, they'll also combine earlier. So 6 of them makes a really powerful King Slime. 4 or 5 makes like a medium strength one. 2 or 3 it makes a really small and weak one. So we can't really get them down to 2 and 3 before they combine, but
if you get 1 crit, then you'll kill a 3rd. I notice. But yeah,
I don't
usually
think it matters though. I'm pretty sure like 4 and 5 are equally strong. And what the heck? You just won? You beat it in 1 turn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You got 4,000 Maka as well. Like you get 2,100 experience instead of 700, but 4,000 is not a multiple of 3, so they tripled some number, like smaller than 1,333. You know, you got more money than Merciful, like more than triple. They manually gave you more money. And you got the Sapphire for Rag's Jewelry, which I don't think you need to use.
It is necessary. For all those people who are trying to desperately beat Nocturne, they needed that extra money on Merciful mode.
Yeah, I can't afford what? You could like just buy 99 chakra drops and revival beads, but like how are you like running out of MP and having demons die on Merciful anyway? Oh, is this familiar music again?
Quick mention, by the way, after I fight battles and everyone levels up, a lot of demons give you an item. It technically like doesn't really matter in this run. Like we don't really care about items. We're not going to use that many at all. I think a Distun's kind of neat because it means like I don't feel as bad about using Hifumi Shakes, but even that doesn't matter. The one that does matter is if I got an attract. That would be pretty cool to get more encounters on Merciful's obviously greatly decreased encounter rates. So that's why I always say yes. It's just kind of like begging for an attract pipe.
Yeah, the track pipe really would be handy, strangely, because it means we could level up to 28 faster.
And we do get a lot of chances. Like, you know, everyone's getting tons of XP every battle, so everyone is like throwing items at me.
You have. I am.
Yeah, I think Toxic TT beat my Merciful
Young.
True Demon Ending, like, not glitched run by running on PS5 instead of PC. But one improvement he made as well was just saying no to every demon who levels up, just not even wasting the frames on like, this thing stinks so you can have it. Because he just doesn't need any of those items.
And then in regards to skill mutation, they also ask that a lot. And I usually say no, because the Zeos can come a little bit in handy. I like to Zeo the Eligors and a Nihilo.
Oh yeah, they're...
But yeah, other than that, you could let it rip on the mutations if you felt like it, just for fun.
Yeah. Zeo is probably the best rank 1 skill. I guess that's kind of a thing in the Persona games too, where like the skills in this game have a secret rank, I call them, as in like how likely you are to roll for them when you're doing fusion.
That is rare. Sorry to interrupt. I got an encounter in like 2 steps in Merciful.
Yeah, on Merciful.
That
was amazing.
That doesn't happen usually. And I'm going to grab the Repulse Bell here. I grabbed this just in case I get an Attract Pipe. It's nice to be able to turn the Attract Pipe off with this. And it's like, you know, 5 steps out of the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can move the camera with the right stick while moving in this game. In PS2, if you can move the camera with the right stick, but you can't move Demi-Fiend around at the same time. You just like stand in place and look around like, you know, the C-stick in GameCube games kind of.
Yeah, it's fine on the stairs. You can like shove the camera under the stairs.
Oh wow, we got to Harmony Warehouse at like basically the right time. Except I don't know if it matters in this route.
Oh, nothing
You don't
matters
even
in
get the
this
beat
route.
chains, do you?
No.
Yeah, there you go, you're rich. Yeah, we don't need the muscle drink or the Makajam rock in this room. We don't need to save, because we're not going to get an encounter with Shadow Skull in one room.
We need money to buy Hifumi, and we need money to buy Pisacha. That's basically all that matters.
Yep.
And that's why we get the Soma at the beginning. It's just for that Hifumi. It helps with that.
Yeah, the Soma sells for 6,000, and that's way more useful than just being able to restore someone's HP and MP to full in a single press turn. Trust me, 6,000 Maka is going to be way more beneficial for you. Money is hard to come by in this game. You don't really get like big bursts of money anywhere, except from like selling treasures.
And, you know, I found a really cool trick using our glitches to dupe Ifrit's money. And I thought that was so cool.
Oh yeah,
and
I made a tutorial for that. That was
yeah.
I was like so forceful sounding, and it was funny.
I'm like, I think it's so cool, and I'm almost disappointed it didn't make its way into any of our routing later on once we discovered more and more and more glitches, because it's just such a cool glitch. But funny enough, it's also just like not that useful. Like you don't need money that much in this game. All you can buy is items, consumable items. And Magatama.
It would basically allow you could add Endure to any route, basically. Like, it's great, but it's a lot of money. So you could have, like, a more luxurious demon-fusing route, but I couldn't think of how to apply, like, arbitrarily extra money. We actually are getting true demon ending fitted skin, by the way. It's not necessarily the fastest, but it adds, like, it's, like, so much less effort to make that your ending. That I guess we decided it was worth it for that. I guess it would be theoretically fastest to go for demon ending, where you just like get to the end of the game and there's no final battle and the game ends.
Yeah, I calculated
it would be harder to set up in a weird way.
It kind of would be. Yeah, I think regular demon ending would save like 20 minutes ish, and the main difference is you wouldn't fight Kagutsuchi at the end. But you would still get Dante. That's why it's weird, is you would still like get to the bottom of the 5th Kalpa. So it's like, why not just get true demon ending at that point? But yeah, you can make the argument this could be any percent. You know, I feel like why not just get true demon ending at that point though?
What do we need Dante for again? Oh yeah, just to beat like one boss, maybe 2.
Beat Moiré sisters and Gary, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your route doesn't fight Spectre 3, right? But why not?
It does. You could skip him though. You can clip around him, but yeah.
Oh yeah, we did figure that out.
Yeah.
But just timed it out and figured it was like very slightly not worth, and also not applicable for hard because I actually need the extra little bit of experience I get from that. Well, experience and money.
I'm at
Luckily, Spectre 3 is like pretty easy to beat.
Well, yeah, and everything's easy to beat on Merciful, but I'm at like a red encounter rate right now, and I think I'm not that far from an encounter, so I'm tempted to stop and try to get an Asura battle. I think I'm probably like 10 seconds of sitting in water for a battle, and I think I'm kind of okay with that, taking this.
Didn't I calculate that if you get a garnet or a coral, no, not a garnet, these guys can drop corals.
Oh, that was actually
I think the coral can let you get Flamus, which might be really good. Because Flamus learns Makakaja and Void Mind.
I did get a coral. Oops.
Nice. Oh, we're level 13. Can't get Ice Boost yet. Don't need it though. We don't need Fire Breath or like Secunda or Racunda or Tarunda.
You need to like stop thinking like a hard mode gamer. We don't need anything.
I just think of how to wield every possible advantage, okay? But you're like, advantage? What do you mean? This is merciful. What do we need advantage for? Like, I click my magic spell and everybody dies.
This is a quick encounter, actually. I'm going to get this whether I want it or not. But this is great. I kind of mentioned this. I want encounters because I'm trying to get to level 28 as fast as possible. This is a pretty good one, too. The first one I got in Ginza was just 3 Huapos, which wasn't great.
Ice Breath would have ended the encounter the way Huapo was weak to ice. But we'll give them a turn. Show that merciful dodge rate.
Well, you know, I mean, there's like the auto is just so quick. If I got a crit, it would have one-shotted or one turn. But yeah. You're talking about strategy. I don't know strategy. I'm just punching.
Strategy schmanagy.
Patrol.
Okay, we're gonna get to Loki's room at falling half.
It doesn't matter. We're not opening any chests.
Right. We're not going to Kagutsuchi prison to get a pearl. Never mind, we don't get Forneus. Unless maybe open the one closest to you. I think that one might have the pearl.
I'm not even gonna try. This is. Oh man, I should have stopped. That was a good encounter rate. I do have a strategy for this. I really calced it out. It's optimal to do one Raccoonda. So I will do one Raccoonda, and then I will punch.
Nice.
That is the only strategy here. I shouldn't have passed. That was an accident, but whatever.
Yeah, this is an SMT5 where passing lights up your rear press turn. It just activates the front one, or consumes it if it's already blinking.
Oh, that would have killed if I passed. If I hadn't passed.
Yep. I know 4 Raccoondas, which is max stats, you deal double damage. I'm not sure if they scale linearly though. Like, I feel like the gap between 3 and 4 is bigger than like the earlier ones, you know?
I don't
So
know.
I'm imagining 1 Raccoonda is like what, 10% or 12% more damage for you?
I don't actually know. I just I tried every permutation. You know, 1 and 2 and 3 on every boss. I really tried to. You and I talked about this. I tried to optimize the battles, and it's funny because it doesn't even really matter. Like even a bad fight on Merciful loses less than 20 seconds. But I out of the purity of this run, I don't want to just play unoptimally all of the time, you know. And these are amazing encounters. I'm getting really great luck with these. I've gone half the game without getting an encounter on Merciful.
Still one turning with just auto, amazing.
It would be great if we got Ice Boost before Matador.
Well,
it doesn't usually happen, but it can happen. And I actually heal here because we haven't healed in a long time.
We gotta get our MP back. Yeah, so something happened when we were coming out of the Amala network there. We ended up in an even deeper part, the labyrinth of Amala. And we got to peer down this periscope and we get to see the curtain opening on a stage where there's a young lady and an old man. Kind of interesting, familiar-ish configuration, but anyway, you know, the lady says oh, good job, you made it to the deepest part of the netherworld here. However, the flow of Magatsuki is too strong for you, so I'm gonna give you this candle and send you on your way.
Oh,
And we're like, okay, fine. So we take the Menorah of Sovereignty.
hello there.
Before we know it, we're shopping in the
That okay
underpass
with
of
you?
Ginza. Buying all the ethers,
Oh,
all the
that
MP
okay with you?
fuel we need for the whole run. And Hifumi, the best Magatama in the game by
that okay
far.
with you?
Sell our B chain, which
Oh,
fully heals
that okay
everyone,
with
like
you?
Medi Arahan. Sell our Soma for full HP and MP heal for one person. The Shopkeeper sounds great in Japanese with the classic Yurashai! The welcome.
Oh, this is a great encounter. I'm actually going to take this right now.
Well, let's go. This might be level 15. Exoras get 40 each in the normal game, so these are going to give 120 each.
I think I'm going to get Ice Boost before Matador now. This is great. This is a really lucky run so far. Far above average. The SMC encounters went almost perfect.
Level 14. Okay. We would have to kill 5 more Asoras and something else.
Okay, I lied. I don't know. I definitely have gotten Ice Boost before Matador before, but okay, that's still
If we
fine.
get an encounter upstairs with I don't know, multiple Nozuchis, we'll probably hit it. So yeah, we went to the city of the mannequins in the sewer here, but they got a checkpoint built up there where they're like, oh, the Mantra gangsters are up ahead. We can't open this checkpoint or they'll come get us. So in order to go through, we have to talk to this weird collector mannequin guy who likes collecting objects from the old human world. So he's like, I want something called a bill. It's a piece of paper with someone's face on it. Where can you find one? I don't know, a big city. And, you know, this event also makes the guard at the back door of Loki's room go on break, so that's how we break into there to steal the 1,000 yen bill. So we finally got our letter of acceptance here. We finally get to pass through the checkpoint and explore Mantra territory. Hooray! We're moving on to a new part of the game.
And this is the infamous Matador, of course. He's not so infamous on Merciful mode. But I have died to this guy. Believe people think you can't die on Merciful.
I have too.
It is possible. And actually, I'm gonna take this encounter. Wow, this is amazing luck. We got some Nozu cheese. I will be ice breathing, I think.
You can Zeo the Nozuchis to gain turns.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh, look at that. I'll just punch them.
Oh, there we go. We got freezes. I think we're gonna be just short though.
Yeah, so sad.
We
That's
got a
okay.
turquoise though. What can we get with that again? We get an attack mirror. If we get another one, we can get an arrows. We'd have to get an opal though.
In my notes, I forget why or forget how, but I do say Flamus is possible to get, like, basically 0 time. But, you know, realistically, I have no idea. I never go to the reg shop in this route.
You would have to get a pearl. You'd have to get lucky getting the pearl from Luki's room.
Yeah, that's probably it.
That's the only source of a pearl, because we're never going to see Big Mizuchi's room, where there's also a pearl in a mystical chest. And the other pearl in a mystical chest is in the third tunnel on the side closer to the Dia building, I guess, but poof, I'd be out of the way, and the game would be almost over by then.
So the strat here, you kind of want to keep him at -2 Racunda, is kind of what I calculated as best. And then High Pixie should just be attacking once he's at -2. This is good turn order. Kodama is going first, Pixie second, and then pass Ice Breath. This is actually optimal turn order. So I can just hit auto now. Good dubs to start.
Oh, right, we're on auto memory. That's why you weren't, like, auto snapping.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, he's, like, half dead already.
Oh, yes.
He's not doing Dekunda. Usually this guy always uses Dekunda to scrub off debuffs, but we're just getting lucky, I guess.
Well, he's only at -2. Does he usually use it then?
I think he just is very likely to use Dekunda, like at least 50%.
Well, he's about dead now.
Yeah, he's in the slump pose. It's hard to tell, but if you hit Matador and he doesn't spin around, that's the change between like standing and slumping. Whew, nice Kaishin.
So yeah, that was a great fight. Yeah, like I said, you can die to him on Merciful. Usually, you know, because enemies miss all the time on Merciful, but he's at +4 Sukugaja. So he's basically like fighting you on like normal mode in terms of accuracy. And if you have like a Will-o'-the-Wisp, oh, there's an attract pipe. Oh my gosh, this is great.
Amazing.
If you have Will-o'-the-Wisp, he can get press turns, you know? He can just go off with Mazans. And I don't like to heal, so I have died just playing risky with Matador, like playing like a gamer where he's doing optimal strats.
He can also do real damage with like Focus, Taunt, and Andalusia.
Yeah. Now I should switch to Hifumi now.
Yeah, because you're about to level and learn Tornado, and also, theoretically, Sudama could use Mazan.
I'm just gonna Ice Breath these dudes. I didn't do that turnover right at all, but whatever. This Ice Breath should kill most of them.
Oh, Blobs resist physical, pan off. Blob takes 50% extra damage from all magic, though. So, like, Kodama doing Zen would have done it in one turn.
Wow, really early Tornado, too. I could have...
Oh, yeah, and your Magatama can shake after you level up.
Yeah, I could have taken
they have
that.
different effects.
I have a dis stun, so...
Right. But also, we don't really need the heal anyway.
No, yeah.
It's only... only Merciful. I guess it would save the trip to the fountain, but it's, like, kind of on our way in the next town.
So I do have an attract pipe, so I'll say no to gifts from now on, and I'm so, like, adequately leveled, I don't think I'll even need the attract pipe, to be honest. So, at this point,
Where did you use it?
Usually I would use it around Barith. Because that's, like, when you want to be 28, is at Barith. You don't want to go to Kaiwan. Oh, do I even want to Ice Breath one guy? I'll do it. Probably
Yeah, Shatterskull's a menace. Underpass is like a really nasty dungeon in Nocturne, especially your first time playing, because like every room is brown and looks the same. You're like opening the map every 3 seconds just to figure out where you even are, if that even helps.
Dude, I get lost here
It's
still.
a long walk.
And
Yeah.
you can't even like write notes for this place. It's like go down the ladder and then go over to the thing where there's another ladder.
Yeah. Go straight. Go across the next stairs. Ladder, ladder, straight, right, left. That's like what my directions are like.
Yeah.
Just always go straight unless I tell you otherwise. But like, what is straight when like we're going in and out of the water and upstairs? Like which stairs? There's like 3 staircases in eyesight here.
So we're going to be very well leveled for the Thor Gauntlet at this point. Probably not going to have any trouble one-shotting or one-turning most of them. Ice Breath.
It's still weirding me out. You have to manually attack early on.
Yeah.
'Cause usually that's what you want to do. Oh, here's Trophy. That'll let us run away from any battle. Except I've never failed to run away from a battle on Merciful.
Yeah, it is 100% on Merciful.
Hey, the Tetrada Rock might actually be useful. Oh wait, but where? Like versus Eligor 1? That's not
He's
like
not
the fight's
getting a
gonna
turn.
go long. Yeah, the Dees aren't gonna start using Stone Gaze on us. There's the Magic Incense on our left, but I don't think we even need that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's falling half. Not that likely to get it anyway. The chance of getting the good item from Mystical Chest is equal to the phase of Kagutsuchi in the top left. Kagutsuchi is like the big glowing disco ball at the center of the Vortex world, which is like a... Okay, imagine a circle, and then you like fold up the edges of it from underneath to make a sphere. So like that's what the Vortex world is. It's just like a circle cut out of Tokyo and then folded in a facing inward way. And Kagutsuchi is the villain of this game because the game is called Nocturne, which means music of the night. And of course the villain is a giant glowing disco ball, like keeping the lights on all the time. We can't have our chill night music because Kagutsuchi is the villain.
So we're going to be doing some fusions. First, I'm going to register everyone.
Are you sure?
And I'll grab Pixie.
Are you sure?
Oops.
All right.
Use Pixie and High Pixie. I want Raccoonda, and it doesn't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I might as well pick the... I guess Maypatra could do something. I forget if you could use arrows versus Skiri Makala.
No, you don't. 3 Dantes and a Minakata. Spoilers.
Right. Yeah, this Eros is not a fusion ingredient for Minakata, so Maypatra would never get onto Minakata to potentially cure panic on himself. Yeah, that doesn't even help.
So, first fusion is unskippable. And our first fusion, interestingly, isn't all the way in Ikebukuro. But that's how it is.
Yep. Can't be an accident either.
And I'm going to grab back the Pixie and High Pixie, as Mito explains some more stuff we're never going to use.
Beside the...
Yeah, you're supposed to learn about sacrificial fusion first, and then
Alright.
about the compendium. But we didn't even step into the
Are you
cathedral
sure?
between
Alright.
Shibuya and here, so he has to tell us about sacrificial fusion after we do our first fusion here. And both pixies, okay. Oh yeah, they all have resist elect. Unlike Merciful, that doesn't matter.
It's a cool encounter.
Enemy damage output is never the concern. The other nice thing about magic is like 1 point of magic gives you +3 more maximum MP. So we have like so much MP to spend. Oh yeah, we're not taking the Quake on Hifumi here.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna get 75% chance for Hifumi to stun MC, but 25% of the time you get a full party heal.
I'm gonna chakra drop just in case for this gauntlet, because I don't want to. Oh my gosh, these encounters are crazy. I'm gonna keep fighting them.
Yeah,
like I'm happy with the XP.
Amala has absorbed force. Oh yeah, well, Ice Breath was the play. I forgot it's Merciful, and we're just one-shotting with Ice Boosted Ice Breath. By the way, our Pixie can't transform because you can't have multiples of the same demon on your team in this game, so because we already have High Pixie, the Pixie we have will never transform.
So we're gonna get force boost probably before Dante and Daisojo, which is awesome. This run is like way ahead of schedule on XP.
There's no.
And,
Oh yeah.
and since
You
we're
gotta
pumped
help.
up on magic,
Well,
we're
we don't have time
probably
waste
going to
here.
one-turn Orthrus,
She's-
and there's a pretty good chance we'll one-turn Yakshini.
Nocturne is officially known as Shin Megami Tensei 3 in Japan. It is like the third game in the main series. And yeah, SMT5 just uses a lot of assets from this game straight up. SMT5 really is Nocturne 2. It had a lot of great like member berries moments for me anyway.
In the PS2 release, like they didn't even put 3 on the cover. It just says Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. So I think that's why a
Yeah.
lot of us just say Nocturne. But I noticed, like, I think the Japanese runners do say, the Japanese community, they say Shin 3 more often. I don't think they say Nocturne.
Yeah, it's true.
I guess it's like a Final Fantasy 4 kind of thing where they're like, we don't want to confuse these Westerners. They haven't played 1 and 2. We don't want to make them think they missed something.
We're not getting the bead in our jail cell. Oh, I love Merciful. It's just like so many habits that are like second nature for me. But in speedrunning, you gotta trim off everything that's unnecessary. Alright, so we try to go into Mantra's HQ because we heard a funny voice in there. It was our friend Isamu getting bonked in the head by Thor and delivering his voice lines very off sync. Thanks, HD. And, you know, we get charged with trespassing and being a little sneak just for coming to the Mantra HQ. They really are a bunch of rowdy gangsters, so we're in court right now. We have to beat all our opponents into a bloody pulp, and if we win, then we are innocent. And we are, in fact, not a little trespassing sneaky wimp. Oh, dubs on Arthurs.
Here we go. Oh, I thought that would kill. He's like 1 HP right now. Or I lied. He's not. I really thought. Maybe I did this wrong. I think I was supposed to try to do 2 ice breaths on turn 1, but whatever. Doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, that would have done it.
I thought
We
1
probably
dubs
still
would've
don't want
done it.
skill mutations. For those who don't know, not every skill in this game can mutate. It's only the skills that have a supposed upgrade, like Zio turning into Mazio or Dio turning into Nadia. Basically, spells turning into group attacking moves, or Bright Might and Dark Might downgrading into Might, or there's Needle Rush turning into Toxic Sting, and then into Stun Needle, and then into Arid Needle. Feral Bite turning into Toxic Bite. Is that what it's called? No, Venom Bite. That turns into Venom Bite, and then Charm Bite. Let's go Yaxini. She's really tall. There we go. We got 2,000 Maka. That's not a multiple of 3 either.
I don't
I think
understand.
they just quadrupled 500 instead of tripled it.
Which is weird. Why would they, like, surely there's a function that they threw things through, but then they also manually overrode it? Or did they just manually overwrite everything? And they messed up some places? I don't know.
I don't know about messed up, they just like increased it sometimes. Okay, we got Pass, Raccoonda.
The strat here is just try to throw off 2 tornadoes and 2 Raccoondas every turn.
Oh right, Arrow says Raccoonda, so you can do that. Yeah, 2-3-1-3 turn order.
I'm gonna run low on MP because I didn't get
Yeah,
eye
I only
any
got one
dubs.
more tornado in the tank.
But he'll be about dead at that point, so. Yep, there we go.
Nice dubs. Wow, skip phase 2. This guy's 2,000 HP.
I could have let that shake, because you get thrown right in front of the heal room, but whatever.
Well, you'd have to walk funny, or use
Yeah.
your stun. Oh nice, you got an opal. Huh, that means we can get an attack mirror from Regs. I don't know if that would be useful
There's
though.
nowhere, because, well,
We're
you know,
gonna be busy throwing Tornado at Gary McCullough, not using attack mirror.
yeah, and you know, fun fact about this game is only Demi-Fiend
Oh, right,
can
we don't
use
even have
items.
Demi-Fiend there.
Yeah, Demi-Fiend's gonna be
Right.
gone at that point.
We could pick it up right now for Dante.
That's not gonna be matter. It's not gonna matter.
We'd lose like a minute just warping to Ginza and back.
Like anything you can think of on Merciful, like, oh, this would be a good idea. This would be a good strategy. It's not worth it. Just punch. Just use tornado.
Yep. Tornado and Raccoonda go burr. Truly. We're not even saving before. Uh-oh, this is happening again. The flames of the menorah of sovereignty are flickering wildly. That means we're gonna encounter a crazy strong DLC boss. But it's Merciful. We're not even gonna save. And this cutscene, this is like one of the only reasons we picked Dante instead of Rido. In Rido, there's like little dialogue boxes that you gotta advance. But this cutscene all plays out like automatically so that it's like synced with the audio. You know, it's all like directed to be perfectly synced up. So you can put your controller down and have a little bio break for a minute.
Yeah, and we're gonna be seeing a lot of Dante in this run. He's the main character, as we will find out in like a half an hour. So it's just like funnier to have 3 Dantes instead of 3 Ridos.
Don't take this too personal.
Yeah, we can do the meme sticker.
Strat here is the same. We're just gonna try to do 2 Raccoondas and 2 Tornadoes every turn. If you're lucky with the dubs, you can kind of skip his Holy Star.
Right. Yeah, Dante also has 2 phases. He's got 2400 HP, and after you do 900 damage, he'll go into phase 2. In phase 2, he'll always use Provoke on his first turn. Otherwise, he's going to use Holy Star to scrub off our
We did get
debuffs.
it.
Oh wait, we did enough.
We didn't even get dubs. I think we're just so strong. And it's funny, it like combines the dialogue together there.
Yeah. Uh-oh, extra turn. Oh, I think Eros is a goner.
He is wasting our time.
Eros lived!
Oh my god, this is really weird though. I don't have
We
main
didn't give it to
Padre.
Eros
No.
though, but High Pixie has it. High Pixie has it.
Oh, does he? I don't. It's not worth doing it, dude. I'm just gonna Raccoonda.
I don't believe in extra turns. We win. Me tornado. What? Dante's not holding
Pixie,
his
don't do
guts
anything
yet.
weird, dude. Oh, Pixie, now I can't
See-
tornado.
Yeah, if we cleaned off our panic status, oh, it cleaned off anyway. Well, that's an HD thing, actually. I think they've changed how the luck formula works.
There's a universe we killed him there.
Luck is supposed to affect whether you recover from status ailments naturally, but in HD they just kind of made it so everyone always recovers from status ailments next turn, including your enemies. It makes the troll fight a lot different for like maintaining status ailment lockdown.
I probably should have let that Hifumi rip, because it might have... I do want to heal here. I might have saved a minute.
Oh yeah, that's true. Just gonna fight Daisojo instantly now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the... You need to go to the top of the Mantra HQ first, but yeah. I'm gonna
you
use
do?
my
Okay.
chakra drops and make Pixie heal me for the same full
Anyway.
heal effect. I bought 10 chakra drops in Underpass for this kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Matador and Dante are usually very vigilant about removing debuffs. They kind of force you to build a team that has Kajas to buff your side instead. But on Merciful, we're just like killing them so fast and getting lucky a little bit. Well, in the case of Matador, we're getting lucky. I'm pretty sure Dante is like actually 100% determined to go Holy Star Rebellion.
Yeah,
Or
that...
Holy Star 2 sometime, but
That-
he has to get your defense to rock bottom before he starts doing that.
That fight was almost really good. We did skip the Holy Star, which is cool, but we didn't get great Dubs luck, so he would have died like a turn earlier if we got Dubs luck. And then that double panic was pretty rough. That doesn't usually happen.
If you used Maypatra, we could have won that turn.
I know.
Wait, we had to do 2 more attacks. So maybe one more tornado. would've been
I'm
enough.
like monkey brained. It's like I can't do strategy. I just need to keep hitting tornadoes. Is all I want to do.
Well, if you do your press turn arithmetic, you could nail them all the time. It's good enough for Merciful, though. That's the best part.
Yes. I might get an encounter here. Actually, I'm not sure. But the birds up here, these dudes give a ton of XP.
Yep. They give 192 naturally, and that gets tripled.
Okay, little cutscene. My first playthrough, fun fact, I I don't know why, but I had such trouble with this dungeon, and I remember like hobbling to the top of this to this door, and I was like begging this guy not to be a boss battle because I hadn't saved in so
Yeah.
long.
And they hit you with the usual Atlas message, like, you can sense a strong power behind the door.
Yeah.
Oh no, that means a boss fight. But nope, it's just talking.
God's resounding echoes.
Oh, there's like, I think there's one other place in the game where they bait and switch you with that.
And he like asks you if you want to join the mantra, and I was like, yes, please, just don't fight me.
I think that was the intended effect of this scene.
We will be saying yes because it is just the first option, incidentally.
I imagine like how you answer here can affect your alignment slightly for like what ending you're going for, even though
Yeah,
I guess Gozu Tenno kind of correlates to one of the reasons.
kind of Yosuga,
there's-
yeah.
There's kind of like 3 normal endings in Nocturne. They tried to sort of diverge from the usual law-chaos dichotomy in this game, and instead, I guess this is like spoiling a little bit because we're not even going to progress the plot this far, but like the purpose of this vortex world that our teacher and the cult that she was in helped create it's basically like a larval state for a new world. It's like the end of our current world so that a new one can be born. And what does that entail? Well, Kagutsuchi, this disco ball in the middle, is this like tool sent by Mr. Tetragrammaton to create new worlds. And to create a new world, you have to show up with a capital R reason that has like a main theme behind it. So instead of law and chaos, there's sort of 3 different reasons that are competing for this power of Kagutsuchi to create the new world that they want to create. But we're going for the true demon ending, which, you know, is on Team Lucifer, who says, you know what, I don't like this big old Mr. Tetragrammaton. I'm gonna break his toys. He sent this tool here. No, I'm gonna break his toys and end this cycle of creation containing the universe.
So we are fighting Daisojo. Most routes would fight this guy much later, but this is Merciful, so we are more than strong enough to take on this guy. And we don't actually need to fight Daisojo. We don't care about getting the candelabra. But this dude just gives a lot of XP. And as I said a few times, our goal is level 28. That is our goal right now.
Yeah, if you want to get level 28 as fast as possible, this would be how. This still has me a little worried, though, because Daisojo can use instant kill moves as you progress through the fight.
Oh yeah.
You do more than 500 damage.
I could have saved, I guess.
Okay. Just do 2 Raccoondas. Trust. No, we're going deep. Never mind, we'll just dodge the instant kill. We're just gonna do meditation and miss.
Startle's not good.
Oh, he's in phase 3. Yeah, he's gaining more turns, so we can go 3. Mind status illness, never mind, we dodged them all. Meditation, and dodge that.
Merciful dodge.
Alright. Well played, Daisojo. I guess you lose. HP gone in 2 turns.
We did have force boost, so that went quicker than usual, but yeah, you know.
Yeah, nice dubs. Giving up Warcry.
I don't need any of these skills. All we need is Tornado.
Actually.
And force boost.
Yeah, I don't think we even replaced Lunge and Analyze on our main character.
Nope.
Yeah, we're gonna need Zio a little bit longer. Let's keep that. So there we go, easy 6,000 experience. We're level 25 already. Yeah, we're gonna hit level 28 by Bareth, no problem.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could hit it... We could probably hit it sooner if we use the attract pipe in the right spot. Like beat Eligor 1 and then like use it on our way to the B terminal. Or no, it's the A terminal. Like in the second cube maze.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say. It's possible. And there's always the other Eligors on the Barrett floor as well to fight, but... yeah, probably we'll need Barrett. Or at least to be safe, I'll plan that way.
We could just fight Barrett anyway for the sake of demonstration, I guess. Because usually people learn speedruns from marathon runs, because the the commentary explains everything that's happening to the lay people watching.
Yeah, well, not too much to learn so far. Once the glitches happen, it'll get really crazy really quickly. But this is Merciful for now. This has been really chill for now. Hope chat's been having a good time, but it's not going to be chill once we get to level 28.
We should maybe start getting a head start to explain what's going to happen, hey?
Yeah. I kind of tried to plan how I would explain things, because it will get, like, complicated really quickly.
Yeah, so explaining some concepts ahead of time might help us. Maybe we should have rehearsed, huh?
It'll be okay.
So yeah, we're in our next dungeon, though. We're in the Assembly of Nihilo. This is the gang that Hikawa formed. He wants to create a world of serenity with basically strictly resonating with the universe instead of fighting against it. So they are obviously ideologically opposed to the rowdy Mantra gang who just go around raiding and causing havoc. Oh, I guess they stuck with law and chaos after all, didn't they? What if you leveled past 28? It doesn't matter. 28 is just like a minimum, so that we can purchase Pisacha from the Shady Broker in the Labyrinth of Amala.
Yeah.
Okay, where do I begin here? The main reason why this breaks the game. So when you open the menu, the command menu, like you press the square button, you go to the party menu, and you go to return to stock. Now, because you can control the game with keyboard and mouse, you can fling your cursor lower than the 4 demons that are in your active party, or I guess 3 with Demi-Fiend. You can flick your cursor down into your bench, and if you just press like down and left click on whatever device that you got, just press those simultaneously a couple times, you can get the cursor to wrap around from the bottom to the top, and that ends up returning Demi-Fiend to the stock. And normally that's not a great thing. It just means you get into fights with only 3 characters. Whoever's at the top of your list becomes your de facto lost condition main character. If they go to 0 HP, you game over instantly. Or if you dismiss them, you get a game over instantly. And you only get 3 press turns. The game doesn't let you summon more demons when you have 3 demons out. That's normal behavior, so you're just kind of stuck with 3 press turns for the whole game. However, there are ways to fix that, which I'll maybe explain a bit later.
Yeah, we'll explain all of this again once we do it. It's kind of hard to follow, especially when you're not seeing it in action.
Yeah, so we need like 8 demons on our team to be able to do that. So the way to get 4 characters again, there's 2 ways. You can reach level 33 so that you can fuse the demon Baphomet, who has the skill Beckon Call, which will summon a random ally from your stock during battle. So you can get lucky and summon the Demi-Fiend this way, which I guess you might want to do. I wouldn't want to. I think playing this game with 4 demons is exciting because you can, if you know the boss fights and like what lives in each encounter group really well, then you can just basically have an invincible character on point, so you can like never die. You can just have Arahabaki with Repel Ice and Null Physical, and just be basically immortal in a few areas, for example. But yeah, the other way though to get 4 characters again is to have a demon join your party by an event. Samael and Tower of Kagutsuchi 1 doesn't work, however, maybe because Samael was in the original version of the game. However, the Shady Brokers, which are in the Labyrinth of Amala that was added in the later Maniacs version, as well as Black Frost joining in the Labyrinth of Amala, also, you know, the new expansion re-release Maniacs version of Nocturne. Yeah, demons joining you in the Labyrinth of Amala, instead of going into your bench, they will stick themselves into your active party if there's an open slot. So this will allow us to have a party composition of 4 demons and no Demi-Fiend. Now again, that by itself doesn't really have a lot of potential except for like some interesting party compositions, but as you can see, this is Merciful, and like the game is so easy that it doesn't matter what we do, we just like win for free. The actual consequence of this has to do with Nocturne's game engine, like in the menu interface. Because normally when you go to the party menu and you want to summon some demons to your front line, You know, what's for my active party be? Okay, I can't dismiss Demi Fiend. See, there's Dante at the top. We can't get rid of him normally. But if we have 3 demons, we're not allowed to summon any more. But this only applies if we have exactly 3 demons summoned. If we are walking around with a party of 4 demons and Demi Fiend in the bench, who is irretrievable, by the way, because the interface is not designed to summon Demi Fiend from your stock. He's not supposed to be there. When you have 4 demons out, you can open your party member and summon more than 4 demons. And this usually makes the game behave very weirdly. But if you're going to do a battle with more than 4 demons, it'll also probably lock up on you and become inoperable through spooky mechanics that are unintended. So yeah, this is why we need to reach level 28. It's for the sake of, like, breaking the game's engine. Basically dismissing Demi Fiend and then summoning multiple demons. And this will, for some reason, we don't really know why this works the way it does, but my current hypothesis, given my minor background in computer science, is that Nocturne is using like registers or like variables, you know, like memory that's like physically located near whatever is tracking what's in your active party. So it's like, okay, here in like slot, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 is like the player's active party, and then like the next 5 bytes of RAM are just like keeping track of things like the camera or like whether the lights should be on in certain areas. I know that sounds weird, but like when you're like opening and closing the menu, and if you have more than 4 demons active, the Vortex world will be like darker for some reason. It like forgets, or not the Vortex world, the menu will be darker for some reason. And then when you open your party member and hit return to stock, so you go back down to 4 demons, the menu will like brighten up back to the brightness it's supposed to be. And there's also a very strange clip on my channel where I basically removed the menu background and could see what I was doing. I was like playing the game while the menu was open, so pressing up and down on my D-pad was both making Demi Fiend move around and moving my cursor around in the menu. And I accidentally summoned 5 demons and started walking, and the camera just held place in the air, and I just watched Demi Fiend like walk farther and farther away from the camera, and I just like cracked up laughing.
Yeah.
So we're fighting the extra Eligor in here for experience, but Barrett should give us enough.
The glitch stuff will make more sense once we actually do it. By the way, I wanted to shout out, I skipped the first Eligor on the first floor of Assembly of Nihil. I think we're so good on XP.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I don't think we really needed him. And I also used an attract item to get a couple more encounters on the way.
Oh yeah. We're like level 26.9, and this guy's gonna give 6,000 experience. We're hitting 29 minimum.
Yeah, it's convenient there's these optional Eligors that no other speedrunner would see on this floor. By the way, this is another fight. We're just gonna Raccoonda and... Interesting, Pixie's faster than High Pixie right now.
Yeah, huh. 2-4-2-4 turn order.
That should be 28, I think.
Easily.
There we go. Oh yeah, it was like 28.
Like level 28.6.
That's cool. So this is the moment we've been hyping up. This is when the game will start to break open. Once I do the glitch stuff, I'll do it a little slowly, and I'll really try to explain it, what's happening, so people can understand it. But first, we need to get out of here. So this is why I skipped this is why, actually, let me do a repulse spell to turn off that attract type.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was about to turn off anyway. It's 1/8. That's fine. This is why I was able to skip the first Eligor, is because we're not finishing the Assembly of Nihil. This dungeon is not getting done. We are gonna dip out of here and then go do a bunch of crazy glitchy things that will help us complete the game. So first, let's do some fusions. This is necessary. I needed to get a Shikigami in SMC. The main reason is because I like his Tarukaja. I'm gonna save here just in case of like a, I don't know, fusion accident or something is theoretically possible.
Yeah, we do need Tarukaja, but Dante only comes with Provoke. He only comes with a debuff. He doesn't come with any way to increase his own damage, so we just need a demon with Tarukaja for our little fusion tree of life.
Welcome to the
So I'm
Cathedral
gonna
of
do
Shadows. Where
Shikigami
demons
Pixie. It
gather.
doesn't
Are you
matter what I
sure?
select on it. That'll get a Lilum. So yeah, I mentioned Shikigami, this Tarukaja. I want to like kind of buff up that Tarukaja into something a little better. There's not a lot of options. We're not super high level. But I want a demon I'm going to carry through the rest of the game. And I like Mr. Minakata for that. Buy another Shikigami.
Are you sure?
Now fuse Lilim and Shikigami and give him Tarukaja.
Are you sure?
We could give him anti-curse, and he'll be less likely to get poisoned by Yuri Mikala's blight.
Oh, that would be smart. Nah, it doesn't matter.
We can save frames, like watching the poison animation.
All right.
And now we just need to buy back a bunch of demons. Let's buy back Pixie.
Wait, I think I brought this up before.
Oh, wait,
it's
no.
actually better for Minakata to get
right.
poisoned, because then he becomes immune to panic. You can't get panicked while you're hit with a
Are you
permanent
sure?
status ailment, like poison, stun, or mute. So maybe you could use the muscle drink in the Harumi warehouse.
You're thinking like a hard mode gamer. This is Merciful.
Right.
I needed to fuse that Apsaris because
Alright.
it's hard to explain, but we literally need more demons for this
Are you
glitch to work.
sure?
Then we can buy back High Pixie,
Are you sure?
Pixie,
Are you
Kodama,
sure?
Shikigami,
Are you
Lilim.
sure?
And now we should have 8
Are you
demons in our
sure?
stock, which is the
Alright.
requirement. Let's just double check. We have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now, again, I'm gonna do this a little slowly.
Dante. We have to beat Dante just to unlock the 2 additional demon slots.
That is true. I'll explain this a little slowly as I do it. I'm gonna save here too, just in case. I don't know what could go wrong, but we haven't saved a lot this run. Yeah, so you kind of explained a lot of how this glitch stuff worked, but I feel like it's hard to really capture it without seeing it in action a little bit. It's just, it'll go 0 to 100 is why we keep talking about it in advance. So as I'm like focusing and explaining things at the same time, it might get a little rough. One thing to talk
We're
about...
almost there. We gotta set it up here.
Yeah, unfortunately we just gotta do this long cutscene with Lucifer.
I have to do it twice in the hard mode run.
Yeah, we do this a little differently. Honestly, I kind of forget why we do it the way we do it in hard mode. I think we're just scared of the 5th Kalpa, I think is part of it.
For sure. I tried walking up through it. It's way too dangerous.
Yeah, and we're level 28, and we're going to be in the 5th Kalpa
You suck.
very soon. Spoilers. 5th Kalpa,
What
for
is
those
it?
who have not played the game, is like very high level
Should be fun.
content. That is like near end game content. That's when you lock yourself to the true demon ending, and we're going to go there in a few minutes
Women as
through the power of some wacky shenanigans.
when if
And in hard mode, 5th Kalpa, you know, you're level 28, dude. You're like, demons can really kill you there. But in Merciful, you have a pretty good chance of surviving. Because there's a pretty good chance you just don't even get encounters because of Merciful's encounter thing. And then you have a 100% chance to run away, too. So you're usually pretty safe.
And you always go first, too.
Is that true?
I've
I
never
didn't even
seen
know
enemy
that.
go first in Merciful.
It's probably true,
Yeah.
yeah.
On normal, it can happen, but it's pretty rare. On hard, it happens like feels like 40% of the time. You gotta be like ready to take a beating from whatever you might meet in any given area. You gotta, summon your vanguard and ingest the right Magatama to have the right immunities to rob the enemy of their press turns.
So, one more time, just to emphasize, we've been trying to get to level 28 for the last hour. The reason why is because of Pisacha. People who played this game before probably know this. There's this Pisacha down here in the 1st Kalpa, who's really good. He has like a lot of good skills. You can just keep him around the entire game. We're gonna buy him from the Shady Broker. We don't even care about the Pisacha. Just the act of buying Pisacha is what's going to help us do these glitches. Unfortunately, you need to be the same level as Pisacha, and he's level 28. That's the only reason we've been like grinding so much XP. And funny enough, like if there was a way to get XP by just like sitting around and grinding on encounters, we would just do that. But incidentally, bosses give so much XP in this game that playing through the plot is the fastest way to do that. So that's why we've been progressing so much through so many dungeons. And also, as you mentioned, you need technically you need 9 demons in your stock for some reason for the glitch to work. And so we did need Gozutendo's upgrade as well. So I'm going to go over to Pisacha. I'm going to initiate the first glitch. I'll do this a little slowly to explain it. And again, I want to give a shout outs to Cardfet is the Mega10 Discord user who discovered this first glitch that enables everything else. And then after he discovered that, I started doing some experimentation, and I found a lot of the other glitches you can do with this. Oh, this encounter radar is pretty annoying.
Yeah, Brotodile was figuring out all this stuff while I was at RPG Limit Break 2022, so I was like, wow, the implications are just boggling here.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this a little slowly. So, and I want to really explain it too. So, first of all, think about what happens when you hit summon. The game doesn't let you summon demons right now because you have 3 demons summoned. There's a check in the game saying, do you have 3 demons summoned? If yes, you can't summon anymore. If I had 2 demons summoned, it would let me summon more because that's not 3. It's just saying, do you have 3 demons summoned? Now think about what happens when you go to return to stock. You can obviously scroll through the demons you have summoned and return them, right? This is the glitch. This is a PC-only trick because of one thing I'm about to do. I'm going to move my mouse into the stock. I'm returning demons to stock in my stock, which does not make any sense. If I hit A right now, it'll try to do it, but it won't do anything. But here's the really weird part. I'm going to hit down A, down A, down A, down A, and then hit back. And I've just removed the main character from my stock. I just scrolled to his invisible slot in the stock and removed him from my party. So he's gone. He's not coming back. And if I hit the summon button right now, it doesn't let me summon anything. Even though there's a free slot, like I said, there's a conditional check in the game saying if you have 3 demons summoned, you can't summon anymore. So I'm stuck with 3 demons, right? But if I buy this Pisacha, interestingly, if you buy a demon from this guy and you have a free slot, it goes straight into your party. So now I have 4 demons summoned. And this is the weird thing. I emphasized this a few times, but the game is checking if you have 3 demons summoned, you can't summon anymore. It is not checking if you have 4 demons. If you have 4 demons, you can summon more. You can summon 5 or 6 or 11 or 12 demons to your party. So that's the glitch. What happens when you have 12 demons summoned? That doesn't make any sense. The game can't handle more than 4 demons. So what happens is the game is very unstable. The game does not really know what to do when you have a bunch of demons summoned. And in particular, there's one advantage of this. There's this thing that I call menu storage. This has to do with the pause menu. So think about what happens when you pause the game. 2 things happen in order. The pause menu comes up, and the game world freezes. This is true for most video games, right? For some reason, if you have a bunch of demons summoned, the game world doesn't freeze. So you'll open the pause menu, and the game world will still be running. So effectively, what this means is we can have the pause menu open at the same time as the game world running. And that just lets us do menu actions in weird places. I'm going to save here. This is actually very mandatory that I save here.
Is this a fork save or just over the old one?
It doesn't
I think
matter.
you can just save over this one.
Yeah,
in the hard version, you have to like create a separate timeline here, and you just kind of use this banished Demi-Fiend and extra Pisacha to do some weird stuff that lets us go out of bounds in other places on like the main timeline.
So I'm going to do a quick glitch here. So this is it. This is menu storage. I'm going to open up the pause menu. This is going to get it really weird really quick. I'm going to open up the pause menu. Like I said, I'm going to summon a lot of demons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have 8 demons summoned. Now if I stop, pause again, the screen is black, but I'm still moving in the overworld. I'm going to open up the Magatama screen, which for some reason lets me see again. I'm going to desummon a few demons. And now, this is kind of confusing, but I'm going to go into the Cathedral of Shadows, which is right in front of me. This is just for convenience. I'm going to open the config menu. And I'm going to go to the View Demons screen.
Of Shadows.
Now I'm going to try to back out without closing the menu. And I did that because for some reason I noticed if you view a demon, it removes the opacity layer of the menu. So now I can walk around and actually see what I'm doing with the pause menu up. Now I'm going to try to get in a battle. And as I'm running around, I just want to emphasize, this is the entire glitch, is that we're opening a pause menu while we're interacting with the game. And think about the power of that. Think about what you can do in a pause menu. You can load, you can suspend, you can summon demons, you can use items. And then think about situations, like what happens if you load a save file in a battle? What happens if you load a save file in a cutscene? Or use items in a battle? Or summon demons in a battle? And the answer to all of these questions is like weird stuff happens. So we're going to harness the power of chaos as soon as I can get into a battle here. And
It'll take forever because Merciful though.
Yeah,
We
actually,
can't see the radar either. Oh, we're in the red. We're in the red. We're
it's
doing
red.
good.
It's red. We can
Yeah,
quickly.
being in the audio menu of config is a nice place to be as well, because like we can press left and right and like not affect anything about our gameplay, like about our game state. Yeah, we can also like create this settings have been changed little buffer menu so that if we want to press the circle button to put the camera behind us for some reason, or just want to use the circle button for other things.
Okay, now I'm in a battle. This gets super weird. First of all, let me show off. This is a weird thing they added to HD is a hide the UI button. If you hit L3.
You can press L3. I think this works in the PS2 version as well.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Anyway,
I think.
the hide the UI button, I don't know who would use this, but I use it because it means I don't like double my inputs. So now I can like just be in the pause menu by hiding the UI. Now I'm going to hide the UI and then go to load. I'm loading a game in a battle. I'm gonna re-hide or unhide the UI. Now I don't know why this happens, but if you back out of load while in a battle, it brings you to the main menu. I don't know why that happens. But now we have a pause menu up and we're in the main menu. And I'm going to load my first save of the game. This is the save file that did not do the tutorial yet. And then really quickly, I want to explain, there's this glitch that I call load warping. For some reason, if you have menu storage up, like this menu that's up at the same time as the main game, and if I load a save file right now, for some reason it loads 99% of the save file. It loads everything about the save file except the location. So right now, if I loaded a save file, it would warp my Labyrinth of Amala save to where I'm standing right now. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to this door. This is the tutorial door that we haven't gone on in this save file. I'm going to hit A to load it, or to talk to the door, and I'm going to load a save file. So I just warped that Labyrinth of Amala save into the tutorial. And this is really interesting. This took me a while to find, but basically, this tutorial section is interesting. People who play this game know this. This looks a lot like the 5th Kalpa, doesn't it? It's literally the room after Metatron. And you can't come back here after you finish the tutorial. As it so happens,
Unknown Realm in the top right, like when we go here the first time.
Yeah, technically this isn't the exact same room. It is like they changed like the room IDs a little bit, but this room at the end where you talk to Lucifer, that is the 5th Kalpa. This room with Lucifer is literally the 5th Kalpa. But as soon as you walk through the door, a cutscene plays, right? So if you could interrupt the cutscene and just stand in that room as soon as I go through this door, you would be in the 5th Kalpa. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to activate menu storage again by summoning a bunch of demons. I'm going to go to the Megatama screen and then desummon a few. And I'm going to walk forward. I'm standing right in front of the door now, and I'm going to hit System and Suspend. Suspend, obviously, is like an ephemeral save that just saves your location, but as soon as you load it, it'll delete it. But check this out. Now if I hit Continue, in this room where Lucifer talks to you, I am in the 5th Kalpa. I interrupted the cutscene, and now I'm in the 5th Kalpa. This is the True Demon ending elevator right here. We've just skipped a bunch of bosses. We've skipped a lot of content. But I'm not done yet here. There's two things I want to do in the 5th Kalpa. I do want to go down that elevator, but as soon as you go down it, it kicks you out of the 5th Kalpa. And I haven't unlocked this place. I just cheated my way in. And the other thing I want to do here is get Dante. Unfortunately, he's at the top of the 5th Kalpa, and I'm at the bottom right now. So I'm going to do a quick little, like, this saves a few minutes if I do this trick. I'm going to suspend the game while I'm climbing the ladder. I do that because suspend does two things. In order, it'll make a save, and then it'll kick you out to the main menu. If I suspend while climbing the ladder, it'll make a save on the ladder, and then the room transition of the ladder climb will interrupt the main menu kick out, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try to do this really quick. Summon 4 demons. Pause, now menu storage is activated. Go to the Megatama screen. Desummon a few. Now I'm going to walk up. Right now I am... Actually, let me do it like this. Okay, right now I am facing the ladder. I'm an inch away from it. My face is next to the ladder. I'm going to hit suspend, and then yes.
Yeah, you gotta time this just right. There we go.
And that worked. So now I have a suspend save on that ladder. And as I showed off a few minutes ago, I can load warp the location of one save file, or rather, I can load warp one save file to the location of another save file. So I'm going to go get the true demon ending, and after I do, I'm going to save the game, and I'm going to warp it over to that ladder so that we can go up to the 5th Kalpa in reverse and go get Dante.
Oh, then we don't have to do the gummy ship tunnel back down here again. Wait, no.
We haven't
How did
unlocked
we
it.
get down here?
In the hard mode route, we used the debug object, if you recall. In this version, we
Right.
used the tutorial skip to just warp ourselves to the bottom. Now we're just going to run up
We're
in
down
reverse.
here again. We'd have to get a battle somewhere again, and then do the battle storage load.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game after
have to
True
do
Demon
that
ending,
again.
and then yeah, that's what we would have to do if I didn't do the ladder skip. We would have to do the tutorial battle thing again.
That's so crafty. That's kind of different from what I do on hard.
Yeah, this
Or like grafting onto a suspend save. I never thought about it until now, but that is possible.
You are
oh yeah, I should bring attention to the fact that we have monsters just staring at us. They're going to be following us around for a little while.
Until we restart the game, honestly, like, or if we like win a battle, that'll be the only way the game like does garbage collection and clears out the demon models in RAM.
Did you? Oh,
Slime is a pretty good one.
But-
I'm glad we got that. The other good one is Datsue Ba staring at you in all these rooms.
Yeah.
Physical attack, low damage, making it a cameo.
The name of this painting. Yeah, the silly picture frame. And yeah, they're showing us like, look at all these avatars that have been summoned for the sake of the reasons. And we're like, huh? What are you talking about, lady?
Yeah. She's like explaining.
I just wanted to do the
plot
tutorial
things.
again to remember how to fight.
you were.
So yeah, we've not even finished Assembly of Nihilo, and now we are true demons. And it's so
I mean,
it's so cool. Like it's
we are the-
ironic, it's poetic that like the tutorial is the power, is like the core of all of this glitch. The tutorial gets us to the true demon ending. It's just so cool. Yeah, Deus, Orange
Unfortunately-
Boogie in chat mentions Deus. Sorry, I just want to say Deus is really cool. He reached out to me, talking to me about these glitches, and I'm so glad that he looked into it more and kind of showed off in his videos and his challenge run how these work a little bit. And he got really deep into it. Like he knew some of the obscure. He showed off the Ifrit money dupe glitch, which is cool. So yeah, shout outs to him.
Yeah, he messaged me for making that video too, and I think I showed him my tutorial that I made for how to do that. That was an entertaining piece of content. I just don't like how he had to like mod the game to put Watchful on Demi-Fiend, so the experience will be like impossible to replicate for most players.
By the way, the slimes in the save room are pretty funny. Oh
Yeah,
no, they
yeah.
disappeared. Wait, if I go back in, are they there?
They should be.
Oh, that's so weird. I
That's
guess
a-
saving removes. I didn't even know that. I just like drowned out the fact that there are slimes on my screen usually.
Well, maybe, maybe they just like rotated the camera in a funny way.
I don't know. Anyway,
The battle UI's still there though.
this is my ladder suspend I made a few minutes ago. So I'm standing on a ladder. This is cool. I can actually go out of bounds if I wanted, but I'm just gonna climb this ladder, and now I'm going to do a trick I showed off a few minutes ago. I can load warp, is what I call this trick, where you activate menu storage, and then load a different save file. For some reason, this will warp that save file to this location. So now I'm the true demon ending save file. Oh, this is Metatron's room, by the way. This is where you fight Metatron. He will
We can run
normally,
backwards through it.
yeah, he'll normally fight you, but only if you go through the front door. If you go through the back door, he does not notice you coming in. So if I turn around here, oh, strong presence. Oh, thank you.
I think even on Merciful we'd lose to that.
Yeah, yeah. So he's like under the floorboard, just like staring at that door. Doesn't see us coming
Yeah.
in. I'm gonna talk to this golden door. I'm going to kill Eros. Unfortunately, he is at the top of my party. Like golden door is asking for some demon, and we're like, oh, here he is, and he's like, this is Eros. This is not the demon, and then he kicks you out to the beginning of the floor. But we're like, thanks. We're going this way anyway.
Yeah, you just want to offer any demon except one of your active ones. And the doors will go through all your demons in the order from oldest to youngest.
This is a one-way door.
Regardless of what your menu says. Yeah, you need to open a switch to open it, but thankfully the programmers were smart and they just made it solid in only one direction.
Yeah, going through 5th Kalpa backwards is probably discombobulating for most people, but I am a little used to it. And yeah, it's normal for most video games that walls are one way. But yeah, it's very convenient for us.
I mean, it's good practice to, you don't want to ship a product where, some gamer might slip through a seam in the floor and end up somewhere they're not supposed to. You don't want them to get soft locked. You want to try to make your game as permeable as possible. So thanks, Atlas, for being good programmers.
So this is the main character of the run. This is Dante from the Devil May Cry series. He will be leading us to our true demon ending. The MC is gone. You will never see the MC again, except out of battle, I guess. We say you're hired, and he is now in our party. He's like level 80, and we get this guy basically just to like help us sweep through the rest of the game. Because we are...
can tell him tails and pay half our money too. We don't need money anymore.
That is true.
The funny thing about not having an MC is that money becomes quite useless. Because when you can't summon your Demi-Fiend, you stop scanning levels, so we can never create any demons that are higher than level 28. So we can't even, like, buy a nice fusion material from the compendium. There's no point in buying Magatama for no Demi-Fiend to ingest them. There's no point in buying items because Demi-Fiend is the only one who can use items. So money has just instantly become truly useless. We gave all our money to Dante the Mercenary.
We got lucky we didn't get any encounters in the 5th Kalpa. Apparently it didn't matter. As you say, we would have gone first. Oh, and this is super interesting. I need to explain. So this is the first time we went in this room. This, like, candelabrum stand room. So it throws us to the front of the room, where, as if you came from the 4th Kalpa.
At the front.
So we would be trapped here, actually. We don't have a way, like, we're not supposed to be here, but luckily, it only asks you for the candelabrum that you get from the story. Is the only one that it's asking you for here. So we can open this.
Yep.
We can literally open this door, and it's just so fortunate it all works out this way. I remember when I was first, like, routing this, someone in the Discord was like, "Don't you need the candelabrum from Beelzebub?" No, there's no candelabrum from Beelzebub. 5th Kalpa just asks you for the story one.
It's extra funny because, like, with the research of these glitches that Brotodile put in, he was like, hey, I found out we can go out of bounds by suspending the game by ladders, so there's, like, 5 rooms in the game where we can walk around out of bounds, but also there's, like, not much scaffolding out of bounds. You'll just start falling into an endless void and turn into Roblox Man, so stay close to the walls. And so we were like, oh, we can skip Beelzebub and Metatron by going out of bounds because there's a ladder on those screens. And then none of that ended up being necessary, and we can just, like, skip the labyrinth entirely. So good job, Brotodile, by taking your research so far.
Yeah, these glitches really took months of iteration. And I should emphasize, too, some of the tricks we already did so far are not just, like, a single trick. It's, like, the confluence of multiple tricks working in a very elaborate way. Like, it took me a few months to figure out the tutorial skip thing. Even though I knew the underlying glitches earlier. I just didn't think of, like, kind of like the clever way to add it all together like a jigsaw puzzle. Okay, so that was a lot. We're kind of good now. We got Dante, we're the true demons. There's a couple things I want to do still. Let me just double check my notes.
I think we just go to outdoor Shibuya for out of bounds.
Yeah,
Yogi, right?
Let me just part with some
We need to
demons.
revive arrows.
I'll throw dead arrows out.
You tossed what was left of arrows.
And I'll throw Pixie out. I just need to make room for some more Dantes, as a couple people in chat seem to know, and I'm gonna heal just in case. I never know what, like, the status of my HP demons are here.
Oh, we healed our Demi-Fiend, who we're never gonna see again.
We don't want him
Dante.
injured in the back.
What do you mean Dante only has 194 max MP?
Okay, another glitch is about to happen here, I should explain. So this is a trick I call cutscene storage. Basically, when a cutscene is happening, the Demi-Fiend can clip through objects for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Turned off.
So I'm going to be clipping through these trees in Yoyogi because this is like a late game, or, you know, mid to late game dungeon is Yoyogi East, and it's on the world map. If you could just get to it, you would skip all the dungeons before it. So if I could just clip through this tree here, we could skip half the game. So I'll do this. I'm going to load up.
Don't you load 2?
Wait, I'm confused. Did I do this right?
We just grafted our Pisacha save on file 2. And it's right in front of the peephole.
Juku. Wait, did we? Wait, hold on. Did I mess something up? I'm sorry. Let me double check.
I don't think so.
I was supposed to make another save at 5th Kalpa. Yeah, the file 2 does not have the 5th Kalpa unlocked. Okay, we lost like a couple minutes, but that's okay. I just need to run back to Labyrinth of Amala real quick.
But you just use the cutscene. You can go out of bounds and hit the debug objects.
But I can't get, well, yeah, you could use the debug object as one way. But this save file already has the 5th Kalpa unlocked. I just need to save. It's hard to explain right now. Let me warp back to Labyrinth of Amala. I need to make a save file, and then I can use this save that has the 5th Kalpa tunnel unlocked. Because when I make my suspend, I'm going to load this save file, and then...
add another Dante.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so here's file 3 with Pisacha in the front and 1 Dante in the stock.
Okay.
With 5th Kalpa unlocked because we walked up through it and installed the Menorah of Sovereignty to officially open that door.
That wasn't a huge mistake. I just missed like one tiny little thing in my notes.
I mean, I didn't call it out either because this route is a little different from hard any percent. Well,
yeah.
Glitched any percent.
Okay, so as I was trying to say, if we could clip to that east side of Yoyogi, we would just skip all of the dungeons before this. This game doesn't really care about progress. It's just checks. Like, if you can get to this dungeon and do it, the plot will act like you're at that part of the game, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, the little cutscenes are just waiting to be interacted there.
Yeah. Now we can load this save file. This save file has the 5th Kalpa unlocked, so we can run back down. As a couple people in chat seem to know, we are going to be getting multiple Dantes from the Devil May Cry series. But this is actually 2 tricks in ones that I'm about to do. So, like I said, we're trying to clip through the trees to Yoyogi Park. The way it works is, for some reason, if you're in a cutscene, the Demi-Fiend is intangible. He can walk through walls and floors. In fact, the floors is kind of dangerous. You can fall through a floor and permanently get stuck. You can use any cutscene to do this. Basically, I'm going to try to get into a cutscene and then interrupt the cutscene and back out to the main menu while it's playing using menu storage. Then I'm going to load that suspense sitting next to the Yogi trees and then clip through the tree. You can use any cutscene for this, but incidentally, it would also be nice if we cloned a Dante onto our save file. So that's why I'm going to use this cutscene in particular. If I go in this room right now, Dante won't be there because I already talked to him in this universe that I'm on right now. But if I do a load warp by doing menu storage and then... Oh no, I messed up.
You summoned 5 demons.
No, the problem is I parted... Oh man, I'm going to lose a few minutes on this. I don't have enough demons to do this trick right now. I'm going to need to go to Shibuya.
Right.
It's because I messed up the order. I parted demons and then I... Oh man, that's interesting. Okay, the little mistake by not saving a few minutes ago will lose a little bit more than I expected. Okay, I mean this is still fixable. I just need to buy more demons. I could mess up the run in a lot more interesting
Welcome to
ways.
the Cathedral of Shadows. Are you sure? Are you sure?
How many do I have now?
Alright.
It should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually 10, but that's fine. And back to Labyrinth of Amala. So unfortunately, we just need, like, this loses a couple more minutes because the stupid Kalpa tunnel is so long. But that's okay.
Brotodile's gonna show us he's the best gummy ship pilot in the 7 worlds.
I'm actually not good at these at all. Like, you and other people might know where, like, the Maka is and stuff. I have no idea where it is. And it doesn't matter, like, we're not... This save file is in a parallel universe that we will not actually be using. I feel like I'm missing something right now. Just double checking my notes. This should be fine. I think to be safe, I should have been just saving on new save slots instead of overwriting that one. It shouldn't matter though.
I'm trying to think. What was the order here? So when we went up, I guess we save in the Labyrinth of Amala lobby. Can we save on? No, we can't save on top of file 2 though. That would be file 3.
Yeah, I could use file 3 for the rest of the run, but I think to be safe, I should have been saving on other ones. Okay.
Well, you need the file 2 intact because it hasn't recruited Dante yet.
Exactly. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4.
I guess you could technically grab file 1 though.
No, because you need menu storage. So I'm going to load file 2 now.
File 1 doesn't have any demons.
So I just load warp file 2, which is a different parallel universe that hasn't seen Dante yet. Now I'm going to face the door and do menu storage again. And now walk into Dante's room, and when this cutscene starts, I'm going to go to load and then back out, which for some reason kicks me out to the main menu.
Our goals are
I'm going to close the menu and just watch this cutscene play in the background.
demon or not.
I'm going to do 2 glitches at once here. I'm going to dupe Dante onto the save file. I'm also going to clip through this tree really quick. That's it. I just edged into that tree. That was the entire skip there. I don't want to move too much because I actually will fall through the ground. So
Yeah, for some reason the Vortex World, like, outdoor map is 3D, and you can, like, plunge through the floor, and you don't want to do that because you'll get lost in an endless whirlpool.
So I said you're hired, and now Dante was hired. The second you say you're hired, he gets added to your party. And it's important that I suspended and interrupted that cutscene, not just to save time. Wow, that's a funny encounter. That could have been annoying. It's important that I ended the cutscene there because the cutscene actually would have soft-locked the game if I let it play out, because not all the graphical assets were loaded, and so the cutscene wouldn't have been able to finish.
Wait, he's playing the Yoyogi Park camera angle as if you're here for the first time, but on Yoyogi Park East. So,
Yes.
oh, that's like a weird-looking angle. That's truly unique.
It's because we skipped Pixie too, which is funny, or skipped showing her to Yoyogi. We're gonna say hi to Yuko real quick. She's gonna talk about how we saved her from the obelisk, and we have no idea what she's talking about.
Obelisk? What obelisk? Like the map to the Holy Grail?
Nice idea.
Little Heroes of Might and Magic 3
What?
reference.
Thanks to
This is not the first time I've seen the Marvel
and I
Capcom
what you
joke in chat too. And when you did this run, someone was like, "Man, this is more Dante's than Evo Finals."
Yeah. I call the hard mode route Oni May Cry because the final team is 3 Dantes and 1 Oni. Because Oni starts with Raccoonda and naturally
However,
learns War
if-
Cry. And by teaching him
Thank you.
Tarakaja, that's all the buffs and debuffs I need for my Dante
Thanks.
squad to take on Kagutsuchi. And still get the true demon ending. We'll maybe keep that surprise a bit longer.
So we talked to Yuko. I like to do it the first time I come here, but you could do it later too, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to touch this terminal. I'm not going to do anything with this terminal, I'm just going to touch it. Actually, to be safe, I want to save, actually. Because I feel like some wonky stuff is happening, and I don't want a marathon run to go catastrophically. So I touch this terminal, and now I'm going to leave Yoyogi Park. I am out of here. This is interesting because I do need to go to Asakusa at some point. I need to, like, unlock Asakusa. Because later plot triggers will be there. And also a problem is... I need access to the obelisk. Even though we skipped that dungeon, the Tower of Kagutsuchi dungeon, the final dungeon of the game, is at the same location as the obelisk. So the easiest way to unlock access to the obelisk is to go to Asakusa and do, like, the initial chores there, where you talk to Fudomimi and talk to Sakahagi. So I'm actually going to go in reverse from Yoyogi Park through this dungeon and then go to Asakusa, just so we have it unlocked and we can unlock the obelisk access.
Yeah, and the hard mode route does this completely differently. Basically, you reach level 28 by the time you play the game normally and get to Asakusa. So we just get to Asakusa like naturally. Fastest way to reach level 28 is to play the game normally. Currently, the speedrun leaderboard doesn't allow DLC to avoid a pay-to-win situation. Like, Nocturne is obscure enough that we kind of allow every version of the game to exist on the same leaderboard. You know, because you have to list your version when you're submitting your run anyway. It's not like, oh, I'm only like 9th on the leaderboard because I'm on slower HD, but you might have the fastest HD time for like the PAL version or whatever you're playing on, so I think it's fine for everyone to coexist that way. Yeah, the other way to get to Obelisk is pretty funny. You can go out of bounds at the bottom of Assembly of Nielo, like right by the Assembly of Nielo D terminal. You know that big true core room, like the big golf ball with the bridge up to it? It is apparently the same room when you're going through Nielo's secondary entrance, like after the base closes down and you like walk through the side of the true core room. So if you go out of bounds by doing cutscene storage to like watch a cutscene and disable collision, oh nice cutscene at the top.
By the way,
of
it
the
throws
tunnel.
you to the
So
front
now we're
of
at the
this
front
room,
entrance,
which is funny.
saving us many steps. Huh? What's going on? Well, we're at the exit now. But yeah, you can go out of bounds in Assembly of Nielo, Basement 12, like right by the D terminal. And then you can just like walk down the long dark hallway with no encounters in it and just pop out right there in Marunouchi. And then you've unlocked the Assembly of Nielo Marunouchi terminal on the plate of the Vortex world, where Obelisk and the Tower of Kagutsuchi will be later. But yeah, for Merciful, we haven't progressed the main story enough to do that. So we gotta just
quick here, I think this
walk
is
through
funny.
this tunnel.
As you're
Oh, yeah,
going
and then
through
we got the
backwards,
debris.
you can like walk it through. There's a guy in this debris, which I think is very funny that he's not visible.
Just in the
normally.
landslide.
Yeah.
But it's permeable in one direction. Thanks, Atlas.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this just would not work at all.
We're gonna go to the Asakusa terminal real quick so that we can work back here from Funishiro. And again, it's gonna throw us like, oh, a first-time cutscene. Let's play this. Throw us on the other side of the room.
We talked to the man at Ginza and made it to Asakusa. Hooray.
Free him. He's okay.
No,
He's
we
chilling.
did. Right, we actually have to do all these cutscenes, don't we?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I timed this
Oh.
out. You just explained the other option is do that clip
Going
in
out of
Assembly of
bounds.
Nihilo. I timed it out, and it's really close. Like,
Then
the
it's
problem is the
a
Kaiwan
little bit
dungeon section is just so long. So, for that reason, I think this is like a minute faster.
It's definitely safer. You don't have to like fight the Kaiwans who are gonna be using instant kill moves on you. Which I mean, you're probably just still gonna dodge
This is
them on
Merciful,
Merciful,
but
but that's
yeah.
still the most likely thing that can kill you on Merciful.
I quickly mention, this is a more recent change to the route, is people in chat know we're going to get 3 Dantes. 3 Dantes are going to lead the path to the true demon ending. We only have 2 right now. We got 1, you know, quote-unquote legit on this universe where we went to Dante in the 5th Kappa, and then we duped a Dante from a different parallel universe into this save file. But we still only have 2, so there's room for a 3rd still, and in earlier routes I did get it earlier, but then I think you, Shiner, pointed out, like, well, wait, if you're already, or someone pointed this out in the Discord, if you're already getting a 3rd Dante, and you did a cutscene dupe on top of the 2nd Dante, you can use the 3rd Dante for a cutscene dupe too, so you can clip out of bounds, is what this means. You can find some place you can clip out of bounds for free. And I looked around, like, what is the most, what's the place you can get the most time saved by clipping out of bounds somewhere as you're doing your 3rd Dante and you get like a free clip somewhere? And this is it. Right here, I can like clip off this cliff and go to Funishiro. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna suspend next to this cliff.
We're gonna do some SMT5 platforming. We're gonna turn Nocturne back into a 3D game. I'm pretty sure it was me who suggested this, or maybe you just got the idea from the way I was doing my hard runs, where Yeah, we get 2 birds stoned at once here. Where it's like, okay, in order to add Dante, I have to, like, do menu storage and graft on a previous save file. But also I'm doing cutscene storage because I'm watching the cutscene where Dante joins. So if I'm watching a cutscene anyway, oh, that means I can disable collision and do out of bounds stuff in my main timeline that I'm progressing. So yeah, we're getting some overlap and efficiency here.
One thing that people
Talk
ask...
for a third Dante and also go downhill to the center of Asakusa to get to finish Hero without walking through a bunch of tunnels.
Yeah, this isn't a gigantic skip, but it saves a few minutes. One thing people ask is like, can you get more Dantes? Can you get 12 Dantes? Why not have 4 Dantes? And you can get 12 Dantes if you want. There's no point. And, you know, why don't we get 4? And the reason is because 3 is basically the same as 4 because of the press turn system, right? Actually, let me do this trick real quick.
Yeah, if your first, second, and third characters are Dante, then you just go Dante, 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 pass, and then Dante 1 acts again. It's functionally the exact same thing as 4 Dantes acting in a row. You guys have to think about the press turn system. So this means, okay, let's only have 2 Dantes, right? We can go Dante, pass, Dante, pass. Well, no, that's only going to be possible if we have a demon with 25 agility who doesn't gain any more agility when it levels up. But 25 agility is also, like, outstandingly high. And I guess we could buy Aramitama from the Cathedral of Shadows over and over to raise a demon's strength and agility, but that would, like, take so long. It would take more time than just getting a third Dante.
So I'm gonna slide down.
If you have 2 Dantes,
face.
they're gonna go first, second. That means you can't really get good press turn arithmetic. Anyway, there we go. Whoop, we went out of bounds. Took our toboggan down the hill.
Let me just hire.
So yeah, we can hold the advanced dialogue button.
That nice camera angle.
Okay, and now that we've hit your hired, you want to like really like lightly tap the D-pad in here as well, like do little staccato movements, because if you move around too much, you'll sink through the floor. This is why it's good to put like advanced dialogue on a button other than triangle, which could like load the map and cause some more funny behavior.
And there's no way back. Once you've sunken through the floor in this game, if you fall out of bounds, there's no like teleport or anything in this game. Like you're just
there's
stuck.
no warp wire in this game. There's no zoom or return or whatever. You gotta physically walk back, but it's not possible. Apparently Nocturne uses like floating point numbers for like the Demi-Fiend's location.
Yeah.
So there's no like integer overflow where you like start descending from the sky. It never happens. Like Brotodile like plugged in a turbo controller all night and all that happened was Demi-Fiend turned into Roblox Man and was still in the Endless Void, which is running even slower.
Yep. So we said hi
I
to...
was so excited about it, because like, the first thing we thought about was like, oh, let's go out of bounds in Assembly of Nilo and descend through the floor to go right down to Basement 12 immediately without getting any of the key laws from the 3 bosses, but
yeah,
I think that first room, like, is loaded differently. Like, it's a different place. I think I saw the elevator. Or no, I never found, like, the door down there. There was nothing to click on down there.
Yeah, I messed around with that. I tried, like, warping around. It doesn't work, yeah. But yeah, we said hi to Sakahagi and what's his name, Fudamimi. Now we go back to Hijiri, and he tells us about this obelisk thing. He's like, oh yeah, you gotta check this place out, dude. And we're like, yeah,
apparently I already did.
Yeah,
I already saved Yuko from there. Why do I need to go there?
Yuko thinks we already saved her from the obelisk, and we're like, yeah, whatever.
Well, Yuko's already there. It doesn't matter what she thinks. She actually is there. Thanks for saving me from. You were never at the obelisk. These are not the droids you're looking for.
I'm gonna save again just to be safe in case I do something wacky. Yeah, so again, we did that because we need access to the Tower of Kagutsuchi later, and we need a way to get to the obelisk. Talking to Hijiri there unlocks the Assembly of Nihilo, like Marunouchi entrance outside of Ginza. We already talked to Yuko, so we have the key to go in here. And we can start the Yogi dungeon, and this is funny, because, okay, if chat's been following along, you know, good for you, congratulations. Like, this has been tough to follow, but this dungeon is just the dungeon. We're not doing anything special in this dungeon. We are just going through it like normal. The only difference is we have 3 Dantes from the Devil May Cry series. Let me quickly equip him, in fact. Here's our 3rd Dante. I need to, like, shuffle the party members here. It's really weird. Because I need to not go under 4 demons.
Yeah. if you go down to 3, you'll be stuck with 3 forever, and then we can't do all of our. Well, we not only can't do our weird menu storage, cutscene storage stuff, but we'll also just be stuck with 3 characters forever. We would have to buy another broker demon, but that's not possible. Our demi-fiend is stuck at 28. That's not the right way.
Thanks for catching that. I was looking at my notes.
Yeah, this is a teleport maze, classic Atlas. You gotta go the right way.
That Pyrojack tried to talk to me, but there was no demi-fiend to talk to, so he just... So nothing happened, quote-unquote.
It's amazing that the game has a failsafe for this. I'm like so glad that it like has a failsafe instead of just like soft locking or crashing. Thank you so much, Atlas.
He is not interested in talking to Dante.
That demon hunter looks very scary, ho. that demon hunter, yeah. There's a Bong of Rising off to your right, but you don't need it, it's Merciful.
Nope.
And if you go left here, you can walk under the bridge and get a luck incense, maybe, but again, well, you don't even need that on my card. Luck doesn't do anything in this game.
I'm going to save here for sure because, as I have discussed, Gary has a real chance to end the run. It's not likely, but it is a possibility. You know, the weak link in our party is Minakata. He is not very high level. We have 3 level 80 Dantes, but Minakata can take a hit pretty hard. It's Merciful. People think you can't game over on Merciful, and it is difficult to do. But when you +4 Tarukaja Gary, and he whacks like a level 20 demon, it can happen.
Kiri McCullough scripted to punish debuffs. I'm still like kind of surprised you do that.
Dude, I did a practice run earlier this week where I killed him turn 2. He did not Dekunda turn 2. That's why I do it, is there's a chance. That was the only time I've ever done it. I've done this a lot. Usually he does Dekunda, and if I'm lucky, there's like somewhere in the fight he doesn't. That was the first time I saw his first turn. He didn't Dekunda.
Yeah, he doesn't always do the Beast-Eye Dekunda Kaja attack script.
He does Panic Voice sometimes.
So if he doesn't, if he doesn't, it's a big payoff, because you just like keep the debuffs on him for a turn.
Yeah. So it was just enough for 2 turns worth of Whirlwinds to kill. Oh yeah, this is the opposite of hard TDE. Well, it is TDE.
Yeah. This is the shortest Nocturne run there is, except maybe like Puzzle Boy RTA on Merciful.
This is good for
even
a marathon.
Oh,
go ahead.
The Puzzle Boy Zerg Rush category on normal is like 345 on HD with no DLC. It's like this run is even faster than that. That is amazing to me. Oh yeah, there's 2 ways through this teleport maze. There's kind of like a left, middle, and right door. So you can basically do like middle, 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 left, left, or like go right, right, and there'll be like a pixie will teleport you forward a little bit. Then you still pick the 2 left doors.
Was that Dante from the Devil May Cry series? In fact, it was Dante, and Dante.
Yep.
So this dude is kind of like a blocker for casual players because this guy resists or reflects physical, so you need to use magic. Luckily, Dante does come with some magic. He's better as a physical attacker, but he's not bad with magic. We have 3 Dantes, so this is very doable. Minakata, again, is the weak link, though. He has nothing to contribute to this fight, and we are begging him to stay alive, because if we lose Minakata, it's not like we just lost him and need to revive him. We can't continue the run, because we need 4 demons summoned to do glitches. And there's no way to resummon him into the party.
I guess you could do Tarukaja. Actually, I should squint at your notes and see... If you get Will-O-Wisp, you could put Makakaja on Minakata and just put buffs on your Dantes instead of doing Provoke.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if it would save time. I guess if you're lucky. Okay, but yeah, I'm going to just Whirlwind, Whirlwind, Whirlwind. Oh wait, no, I lied. I'm going to Provoke.
Provoke first. Dante's honestly not that good in this game, but He's really amazing if you just bring him to Yogi Park earlier than you're supposed to have him. That was like the only time I felt good about using Dante. He's so satisfying to use in Yogi Park.
Oh, dude, that's it. Panic voice turn 1.
Oh, nice. I mean, Mikado didn't get panicked. That's all we need. Because one thing that can happen when your party members are panicked is they can decide to return to your stock while they're in a panic. And if Minakata does that, that is going to force us to load.
Oh, look at that. Turn 2 kill.
Just lost our fourth turn. Yep.
I just saw this
HP.
happen for the first time earlier this week, and now we got it in the marathon, which is great. So he usually Dekundas and wipes that provoke off. In Sakahage, we just attack him twice.
Do an attack! You have Dark Might!
Oh, do I?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you're right, I
never
did.
mind, you don't turn him anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it
It's
didn't
new
matter.
o'clock! Yeah, Minakata starts with Dark Might.
So we're going to override Watchful and Pisacho so that he stops bothering us, telling us that he's leveling up. And then we're going to take some time over E and I.
Oh. One of your Dante's gained agility. That one's going to be first forever.
Two
Oh,
of
this
them
one
did.
also gained agility. So your first and third Dantes are going to go first and second. Minakata casually gaining 8 levels from this, well, even in the normal game, this is like 17,000 experience, I think.
He does learn Dekaja, and there's maybe a universe where that Dekaja is useful, but I think the answer is not really. I have never found a use for it.
It scrubs off the physical attack bonus that you give with Taunt. That's like actually the only use for Dekaja.
Yeah.
Like, not many demons in this game use Kajas anyway. Luster Candy's not a thing in Nocturne. You get very easy access to powerful debuff skills that lower buffs by 2 stages. Like, you get lots of access to them, and they're a pretty affordable MP cost. So, what are you doing? You're watching your opponent buff up so much that they have +2 in multiple stats. So then you're just going to go Dekaja for 10 MP, but you were probably already getting your butt kicked by watching your enemy just buff up without, like, reducing their stats to rock bottom yourself first with Warcry and Fog Breath and Taunt. Yeah, Dekaja is very useless in this game, I think. Dekunda is good for random encounters, honestly. But also you can just get Dekaja rocks in this game, so you just kind of always have access to Dekaja as one of your main character's moves.
Yeah. Dante does have Dekunda, but it doesn't matter.
Ah! 3 pixies? Whatever shall I do?
We need to talk to Yuko. She's going to give us the pyramid thing. Or no, rather, we give it to her.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
And we're just going to match to the options. She asks a bunch of questions,
Oh.
and we don't care. We're getting true demon
Then-
ending.
My friend told me that Yahiro no Himorogi means holy
right.
object of great importance. It's just like actually a self-referential MacGuffin.
Oh, really? I thought it... I read about this, too. I thought it meant more like ordinary object of importance. It's like a contradiction, but I don't know anything.
That also sounds kind of on brand for Atlas.
Yeah.
Woogly woogly woogly.
Alright.
I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me. I love the lighting in this scene. Nocturne doesn't have a lighting engine. Like, all the cel-shaded lighting is hard-coded into these graphics, and it still looks so nice, like 15 years after this game came out.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, 15? No, it's been more like 20 almost. Yeah, this and like The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
I'm a big
cel-shaded
Wind
graphics
Waker
that were
fan.
popular
I
at the
agree.
time. But those games, when they came out, were like, oh, this is cartoony art style, but
I
it's
know,
like
and it
aged really well.
aged better
it's
than
like evocative
TP.
of the period. It's aged better than games that are like trying to look hyper realistic, and then just everything just got like completely flattened by Dark Souls, and then like Dark Souls 3 completely flattened Dark Souls 1. Like,
What is my... I'm just gonna Stoma here, just in case.
my radar went into the red, but oh right, it doesn't refresh when we go in here. Well, for level 28, it should repel most encounters in here. Yeah, Stoma is like Repel from Pokemon and Dragon Quest, where it'll just deny encounters with low-level demons. But what exactly that means, we haven't exactly figured out yet. My current hypothesis was that, like, oh, Demi-Fiend has to be 10 levels higher than the encounter. But what does, like, higher level than the encounter mean? Like, what if you get into an encounter with, you know, Sudama, who's level 13, and Nozuchi, who's level 15? Or no, Nozuchi's 14.
And the funny thing is, it's not using your party. Dante is level 80, but it's using Demi-Fiend's level, who is not in the game right now. Demi-Fiend doesn't exist, but it's using his level.
He's on your stock, but...
Yeah.
He's in your stock, but the UI doesn't let you get at him.
Actually, let me show that right now. If I go to stats and I move around... somewhere in here is
down enough times.
There we go. He exists.
Fat card the Fiend.
He's just not, yeah.
We can't ever get him back unless we get lucky with the skill Beckon Call. And since we're going to be in a cutscene for a little bit where we watch Gozu fall apart, I guess I can explain the forbidden tech for any truly dedicated grinders in chat or the future who may be listening to this. There is a way to maybe set this glitch up sooner. I was talking about the skill Beckon Call, right? I was also talking about skill mutations a while ago, and how skills that have a potential upgrade can mutate into a random one that's one rank higher on the table. So, if you defeat both Nekomatas in Shibuya, they give you Aquamarines. You can trade in your 2 Aquamarines and the one agate that is available in the mystical chest in Shibuya, right beside the terminal. You can trade those in at Rag's Jewelry to get the elemental Aquans once Demi-Fiend reaches level 15. And Aquan starts with the passive skill Anti-Light, and this can mutate into Beckon Call. I can't remember exactly what rank it is. I think like Anti-Expel's rank 4, Beckon Call's rank 5. Actually, I think they're both higher up than that. But the point is, there's like more than 20 skills in the same rank as Beckon Call. So what needs to happen is you need to fight Matador with Aquans. Aquans has to level up, and it feels like about a 25% chance for a demon to even offer a skill change at all. And then you say yes to the skill change, and 2 things happen. Anti-Light, it's called in HD, will become Void Light, or it'll mutate into one of the 20 or like 25 skills that Anti-Light could upgrade into. So it's like you're rolling 25% and then 50% and then 1 in 20 or however many possible skills there would be that Aquans can learn. I guess there's limitations because Aquans like doesn't have a weapon, couldn't turn into a weapon skill. Doesn't have hands, so he couldn't learn like Venom Claw or something. Doesn't have a mouth, so he can't learn Stone Bite or War Cry. But yeah, that's why Brotodile said like 0.5% chance. It's like you have to win on a roll and another roll and another roll and get exactly the right thing. And even then, even though you just beat Matador and you're allowed to go to the Labyrinth of Amala, we still established that you need 8 demons. Like the most you can carry is 7, right?
No, you need 9. The Pisacha is the 9th usually.
Yeah.
So you need a 10 demon stock that Gozu gives you.
Yeah, you need 9 demons. You need to be able to have 4 demons and then summon 4 more, and then like unmove them. Yeah.
So that's that would save like 20 minutes in Merciful. It would save a lot more in Hard. By the way, I need to show off the jump here.
We do.
This is not a glitch. This is just a super obscure Nocturne fun fact for everyone. So look at my party. It's 3 Dantes. Dante jumps off this roof at the beginning of the game, or whatever, toward the beginning of the game.
Yeah, for the boss fight.
If you jump off this roof with Dante in your party, everyone gets injured except Dante. Dante does not take fall damage from that jump. No one would ever see this.
Lost half his HP.
You need to, get Dante and then bring him up there for no reason to ever see that. So no one would ever see that. But that is a, fun fact.
Dante is from a video game that doesn't have fall damage. He just doesn't believe in fall damage and doesn't take any. Like if you're from a game where you can double jump, you're not going to be affected by fall damage. That's how it works. I guess Worm's Armageddon is the only exception.
That is true. Unless you're really good with the rope. Now we're gonna fight Spectre 3. We did not see Spectre 2. We have no idea what's going on with this guy's plotline.
Yeah, wait, what? Okay, we watched the cutscene at the top of the Mantra HQ. The torches changed from Doritos Nacho to Cool Ranch. So yeah, we have advanced the story far enough here. Yeah, we have to beat Giri Mikala, which opens the Mantra HQ once again. Normally it's sealed shut. And yeah, Hijiri's got the lore update for us.
Some girl has inherited the power of Gozu Tenno.
Chunky Kong.
There's an abandoned temple where a ton of Magatsuhi lies forgotten. Mannequins are gathered in Mifune Shiro.
So as I said, it's pretty neat that we beat Yoyogi Park, and the game is just acting like they just puts us right on the progress track for everything that happens after that. Like, I think there was a real concern at one point when we were theory crafting this route, like, will the game let you do this? Like, okay, Brotodile, you've skipped all of these random things, but if you did it all on a run, would the game allow this to work? Would the game be like, no, you can't go to the Tower of Kagutsuchi, you skipped like 5 dungeons, dude? And the answer is yeah, it doesn't care. Every plot trigger is just asking for the last plot trigger to have happened.
No, I figured it would be like Paper Mario, which also, like, massively sequence breaks.
Yeah.
And it just kind of acts like everything is working fine wherever you are.
That was also my theory as well, but that was a concern. And that's the original reason I did this run, by the way. I did not intend to be speedrunning this, really. I did it as like a proof of concept at first, because I wanted to see would it all work. And then I was hoping someone else would just speedrun it after I show it does work. But then my first route was so bad. I was like getting lost, and it was a terrible demonstration. And then I found more glitches, so I needed to do it again with more glitches. And then I found more glitches, and then it's like, at that point I ran this game so many times that I guess I'm just running in this game, you know? Now I'm a speedrunner.
Yeah, I think I've verified your run of this like 5 times by now. You improved it so many times.
This fight obviously is not a difficult fight. This is Merciful, and we have 3 Dantes from the Devil May Cry series. You can either provoke twosome, or you can just twosome. And they're about the same because twosome has such a long animation. I'm just going to twosome.
Very convenient that you learned this just in time, because these Spectres repel all kinds of magic. And if you kill one, they'll just start, like, summoning reinforcements.
Yes.
But with twosome time, we can just take out all of them simultaneously and instantly collect our capped out experience for it.
So, coming up here, this is my favorite glitch in the game. Perk up, chat. This is some really interesting stuff. So, multiple iterations of this run did different things at this point in the game. At some point, I actually did the Amala Temple. At some point, I skipped down to the Diet Building and did that by clipping through the wall. Or, sorry, clipping through the cliff. But right now, I'm going to clip through this wall. This is very interesting. I discovered this totally on accident. But if you clip through this wall, on the other side is a debug object that the developers just left in the game, sitting right out of bounds. I'm going to do this by doing cutscene storage, which I showed off earlier in the run. You do this by just doing menu storage and then storing a cutscene and then carrying it over into another save file. I'm going to do this really quick. This is the quickest cutscene to do, I think, is this lady, or sorry, Maiden in Black cutscene. I'm going to activate this. While the cutscene's going, I go to load and then back out. I'm going to close the menu.
Back out a lot, back to the title screen to get rid of one of our menus.
And continue, and then because a cutscene is playing, I can just clip through the wall. That should be enough. I take one baby step because I don't want to fall through the ground too much. If I fall through the ground, I am stuck in a void forever.
Yeah, if we're halfway inside the wall, we can push forward and be okay. With collision turned back on, we should stay on level ground.
And here it is. The developers left this debug object right in front of me. I'll examine.
It's actually, like, really long.
They left these 3 options. These are plot triggers. I'm going to set the Pyramidion on this debug object, and that's it. I have just set the Pyramidion, whatever that is. It's like the thing you get at the end of Diet Building. So I've opened the Tower of Kagutsuchi. just now.
No, it's the thing you get from Yoko. It's the Yahiro no Hiromori.
Yeah,
it's
but
the thing you put in the big pyramid in the Amala Temple courtyard that makes the Tower of Kagutsuchi descend. So, even though we haven't been to the plate of the Vortex world that has Obelisk, without ever going there, we just basically advanced to the end of the story, and the final dungeon has appeared there instead.
So yeah, just super convenient. They left that debug object there, and it just skips like 3 or 4 dungeons or whatever, like right there. There are other debug objects in the game I found too. This was the first one I found, and I did it totally on accident. I was just like clipping out of bounds in random places, and I was like, whoa, wait a second. A debug object. And then after that, I actually went on a hunt for many more debug objects. There are a couple. There's one we use in the hard route that's in the Labyrinth of Amala, the Labyrinth of Amala. Yeah, so now we're on our way to the end of the game.
Yeah, the very first entrance room in the first Kalpa, there's a debug object inside the tree trunk there that can supposedly unlock any of the Kalpas, but opening the first Kalpa doesn't work. So I actually have to watch that cutscene twice to get the front door to open in 2 different timelines. So by doing all our cutscene chores in Asakusa, including the out of bounds to get down to the center of Mifune quicker, we've unlocked the Assembly of Nilo secondary entrance. So now we're just walking to Marunouchi to head for the final dungeon. So just to sort of recap everything that's happened, we started out playing the game normally on Merciful up to Barith, adding Dante to our team, clipping out of bounds by getting into a battle. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, for loading our first save that was back in like Shinjuku Medical Center before Unknown Realm tutorial, there's an easier way to get in there. Well, I say easier. You can, like, instead of using the Cathedral of Shadows to like remove the opacity on the menu so you can like see what you're doing in the Vortex world while the menu's open, you can just like run around blind and like then you get into a battle, make the UI disappear, and do the load warp where you like close the menu and then like go back to title. And oh wait, do you go all the way back to title when you're in a battle? I forget.
Yeah, you do.
I think you do. Yeah, otherwise your game will freeze. I lost like several minutes in one of my glitched runs because I couldn't figure that out. But yeah, then what you do is when you load file 1 back in Shinjuku Medical Center, like the terrain there is really easy to figure out because it like loads you in front of the terminal. You can listen for the sound of Demi-Fiend's feet plopping on the floor to map this out. You can just like go forward for 4 steps and then you're running into a wall, and then press L1 and circle to just like swivel the camera 90 degrees to your left, and then go forward 10 steps, you're walking into a wall, then point yourself left again and go forward 18 steps with like a little wiggle to the right and then back to the left to sort of, actually I think if you press forward you go around the cage. You gotta wiggle left a little bit at the end to really make sure you're facing the elevator. And yeah, then you can just open the elevator. You can do all that like basically blindfolded. It's quicker than using the Cathedral of Shadows, in my opinion.
I'm not.
But anyway, this is all we've done, though. This is all we've done. We fought Barith, and then added Dante to our team, went out of bounds and added 2 more Dantes to our team, beat Yuri Mikala, beat Spectre 3, and now we're in the final dungeon. We've skipped, like...
There was like one obstacle in our way from the final dungeon.
Nocturne.
We do need to get past these people.
You sense a strong power above. What the heck?
Who these guys are.
Get out of my way! I'm trying to beat the game!
So you should
we gotta beat these 3 in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I just provoke to sometimes they use Tetrakarn, but hopefully they don't.
Probably got Whirlwind if they do.
Yeah.
The black one's got 2400 HP, I think, and the others have 2000.
Yeah, Atropos usually survives, but they did not. What do you think?
Oh good, they didn't hit Minakata's weakness. Well, if anyone on your side dodges, they lose the bonus press turn anyway. Yeah, just go attack. Rebellion takes forever.
Yeah. We don't need
That was just
Stinger.
naturally crippled. Unfortunate. Stinger's a really good move.
Yeah, I do love Stinger. And unfortunately, we don't get Sun's Oath. That actually would speed up Kagutsuchi a little bit.
There's not enough battles left in the game, though.
Don't care what Dante has to
was
say.
okay.
Don't care what Minakata has to say.
That's the last boss we fight in the game, legitimately, actually.
Yes.
Well, in a manner of speaking, you could say we fight Kagutsuchi legitimately.
In a manner of speaking, you could say we did not fight that fight legitimately. We had 3 Dantes, but yeah.
That was legit. That was using Nocturne's battle engine and press turn system. Yeah, no stinger spam. Ah! 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 Travel by stinger. Yeah, poor Minakata. All our Dantes have, like, resist physical, resist magic, null ailments, null light, null dark. And there's Minakata with, like, hey guys, I got repel elect, and I'm weak to fire and nerve.
By the way, there is a debug object right there on top of that little pillar that I found. That one, you can actually set your reason ending with it, which is interesting. Unfortunately, the true demon ending is not an option on the debug object, but...
Why'd you turn on Ribarama?
Because we need a fight before the first save.
I feel like I should know why.
Because we're going to be retreating, and it's going to be in our auto memory.
Oh, right.
I'm going to be explaining this trick in a bit. This is probably the weirdest trick in the entire run, and it trivializes the entire final section of the game. And this is one of those tricks I know.
What a nice surprise.
Yeah, I know how it works. I don't know why it works, and it's actually baffling. I cannot even guess what is happening from like a computer science perspective underneath the covers here. But
I sort of can.
I don't know. We can talk about it after I do it, and then on my way to the second instance of it.
Well, we got a bit of walking to do. Although there's going to be some cool puzzle skipping as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's save it. I feel like these glitches are so hard to explain already, and it's even worse when you're not seeing it in action. So I'll try to explain it in action. It's not too hard to do, so I won't be using up too much of my brain power.
Another fun consequence of load warping is, like, when you load your save in this game, it resets your counter aggro, or encounter aggro, I mean, like the little radar in the corner, going from yellow to orange to red to your encounter. On Merciful, it's not such a big deal because the encounter rate is lowered by what feels like 5/6. Like, your encounters are so rare. But if you look at your radar and you see it's like in the red, like you're about to get in an encounter, you can, when you do a load warp, it loads everything about the file you load except its location, remember? So you can load your most current save. I guess it'll lose whatever experience and money you've got from your most recent battles, but yeah, it'll just reset your encounter aggro and you'll remain exactly where you are. Okay, so we're gonna set this up here.
This is a quick little skip. It's not a gigantic skip, but we'll save a bit of time.
So we're just gonna open the load menu in the dark, hit load while we're in this block descending elevator cutscene, and there we go. We're falling as if we're out of bounds, but then there's solid ground underneath us, so then we walk on that and take the elevator. So we kind of skip the elevator puzzle where we'd have to like go around, like hit the middle block, then go around and hit the low block, then go back around and take the middle block again now that the upper block has moved out of the way.
Yeah, that one's interesting because we didn't really clip out of bounds. We just like saved our location as we loaded a different save file, and the block was moving. So we just kind of like, the game put our physical location underneath the block is what I think is kind of happening there. Because it was moving when we loaded. Anyway, that just saves.
I think it's more like cutscene storage. It's more like the same mechanic how you can go out of bounds next to ladders, I think.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
It just disables collision while you're in a cutscene, even though it's a very short one.
Okay, so I'm going to set up this glitch. This is the one that is really confusing and weird, and let me focus for like 1 second as I do it, and then I'll begin to explain it. So I'm going to stand in this corner. I'm going to do menu storage as usual, summon 3 demons, and then dismiss 3 demons. and then go into the fight. So now this is Ahriman, right? This is the glitch. Okay, I'll spoil it now. We're going to run away from Ahriman. The way this glitch works is kind of confusing. This has to do with auto memory. So auto memory is this thing where you press triangle or Y, and it repeats the last action that you did in battle, right? But here's the thing. The developers made it so that auto memory doesn't repeat every action. Some actions don't make sense to repeat. For example, what if you summoned a demon, or you retreated, or you used an item? You don't want the player to hit auto and it just keeps using medicines or whatever when it's their turn. So the developers made it so that sometimes it filters some commands that you do into an attack. If you ran away the last battle and then you hit auto in the next battle, it'll just attack. And this is also important because in boss fights, there are some actions you can't do. You can't retreat, you can't use smoke balls. But for some reason, if retreat is in auto memory, and then you load a save file during a fight, for some reason, first of all, it uses auto. Whether or not I hit the auto button, it will use auto the second that I hit load. And then secondly, it doesn't filter it. So it won't filter my retreat into an attack, it'll just retreat. So if I hit load here, Dante will use what was in auto memory, which was his last retreat that I ran away from a battle. And for some reason, running away from the reason bosses counts as a victory. This is not true for almost every boss in the game. If I ran away from like Gary or Moray Sisters, it would have just played the cutscene before the battle again. But for some reason, if you run away from the reason bosses, it counts as a victory. So we have defeated this pretty major boss by just running away from him, using some really weird glitches. And we're going to continue to do this for the rest of the Tower of Kagutsuchi.
We're not going to do it to Thor, interestingly enough, because, well, the easier thing to do is just go out of bounds in that room and go around the cutscene tripwire.
Yes.
So we don't have to fight Thor 2 at all. Now, yeah, you explained the auto memory buffering thing really well. I do it in the hard difficulty version of this run as well, but retreat has a 0% chance of succeeding on hard, so I just use my Oni, who's Dante's companion for the whole run. I just fuse Troffery onto Oni, and that's how I just flashbang my way out of battles. Nice waiting for new o'clock here.
I was really annoyed at that 1/8. It was the worst timing for that.
But yeah, we can't do any load warping until we get to the next terminal, otherwise it's going to load our last save file where we didn't have the Earthstone from Ahriman, or whichever stone it is. Do you get the Netherstone from Ahriman first?
I have no idea.
No, I think you get the Earthstone. I always forget which stone you get from which, it really doesn't matter.
This is a mandatory save because we're going to load warp to defeat Noah as well, and as you have just kind of described, we don't want to load our older save file because that will erase our progress from defeating Ahriman. Mr. MizPro2 asks, would this work on the final boss? That is an excellent question. In fact, we can spoil it now. It will work on Lucifer, but it won't really work on Kagutsuchi because we need to set up menu storage to do this, and if we load, it actually closes the menu. So we'll have to fight Kagutsuchi legit, but we will be able to smoke bomb Lucifer, which is pretty funny.
I think you could do it the other way around, where you could like run away from Kagutsuchi, but then your menu goes away and you're fighting Lucifer normally. So obviously it's going to be way easier to fight Kagutsuchi because Lucifer has 75% resist all and way more HP and attacks that could put on the hurt even on Merciful difficulty. We can get some really funny camera angles out here if you load warp, like on the faraway camera. The camera will be like hovering on like the left side of the tower and you'll just kind of be looking at a big wall. You like can't see where you are, but you can open your map and it'll accurately show where you are on the ramp outside.
So I'm gonna do menu storage again. I'll open the party menu, summon 8 demons, or 7. Open the Megatama screen. I'm going to dismiss a few demons I just summoned, and then I'm going to go into the key items screen, just so I don't like mess anything up, because I can mash A here. And then
yeah,
I'll open
you
the
can't
door.
throw these away. Pressing left and right does nothing. doesn't lag the game as much as the audio config menu as well. This is what I prefer to do for my menu storage moves. An employee ID/keycard for Shinjuku Medical Center.
Look at these keyless. We don't even have one of them. Actually, wait, why do we have the red one?
Like a steak.
Where did we get this from?
You get that for beating Barrett.
Oh, okay, yeah. We're missing the first
the
Eligor
white
one.
keel from Eligor 1. Maybe you could have skipped the extra Eligor, because you hit like level 28.6.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Okay, we did get the Earthstone from Araman. I was right the first time. Oh yeah, we have the Candelabrum of Eternity from Daisojo. We never dropped that off in the second culprit.
Yeah, but I guess we put Matadors down.
It's time to say goodbye forever? This really is spoiler-free Nocturne. We don't see what these late-game bosses even look like. Okay, so we press L3 to make the battle UI disappear. We hit load, press L3 to turn the UI back on, press A twice, and boom. We load our file, and which contains the remembered auto-memory move of our current character, which is our first Dante, who ran away from the last random encounter we were in. Well, actually, he ran away from Araman. That's what the save file we're loading remembers. Which was copied from the random encounter that we had inside Obelisk earlier.
And, man, Isamu is in a really depressed mood that we just ran away from him. He is not happy about the fact that we just, I guess, turned around and Dante said no thank you. And so he gave us his stone.
Alright, 2 down, 1 to go. Then we can prove we had the strongest reason and can petition Kagutsuchi to make a new world with funnier glitches. Wait, the camera swivels in a weird way.
Yeah, that happens because of the load warp there, yeah.
It's kind of amazing the game, like, runs this well after doing all this stuff. Okay, well, we say that, but, I mean, a lot of research has gone into this. There's a lot that can go wrong if you, like, don't execute these just right. You can very easily get the game to sort of, like, lock up or get soft-locked if you, like, summon too many demons and try walking around.
So quickly here, first I'll heal. I don't know, just see how Minakata's doing.
He's near top, I think.
Yeah. And then I'll buy 99 medicines. This will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there. Oh?
You know how in RPGs, you like carry around so many healing items for the whole game, and then you show up to the final boss with like 35 elixirs and like 10 mega elixirs and like all this stuff that you couldn't possibly use all of it. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to use all of our healing items at once in the final battle? Really wield our backpack to its fullest potential? Well, have I got a speedrun for you, buddy?
So, I saved there because this glitch can go wrong that I'm about to do here, and just to be safe. So Thor is in this next room. There's actually a couple ways to skip him. I'm going to do what I think is the faster way to skip him. His plot trigger is like right there in front of me. So I'm gonna go into this wall.
2 squares ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna suspend next to this wall. And you guys saw this earlier, but there's a glitch called cutscene storage where we can kind of clip into objects by viewing a cutscene and then carrying that cutscene into a different save file. So I'm gonna clip into this wall and hopefully just like walk right around his trigger. So again, I set up menu storage, dismiss a few of them, and then talk to this big tree trunk, which talks to the, activates the Maiden in Black cutscene. This is just like the quickest cutscene to grab. Close the menu.
So hit load, back out a bunch of times to the title screen, which gets rid of our first menu. You don't want 2 menus open at once or bad stuff happens.
My master is...
And I just clip in a little bit and suspend.
And you want to hit suspend by pressing up on the D-pad more so than down, or else you might just turn around and walk back out of the wall.
So this is why I saved though, is as I've emphasized this, is that you can fall out of bounds. Incidentally, this is a floor here. This is like a solid
really?
floor. Yeah. But the edge of this wall is barely a floor. So I need to like very closely edge up this and up the stairs.
Yeah, you're good.
And oh well, that encounter's ill-timed, but that's okay. And then hopefully this should also dodge the teleport, which is right there. So yeah, we skipped the Thor fight and then also the teleport maze that was right after Thor.
Yep.
Am I descending or ascending right now? Oh, I still have Leptoma up. That's cool.
Yeah, because you... Oh yeah, you used it at noon o'clock after beating Ahriman. Yeah, it should be falling 3 after walking this far. It takes 16 steps for the phase of Kagutsuchi to change 1 degree. So 256 steps is how long you get for like a full day, if you will.
It's hard to keep track of here though, too, because your loads keep resetting it.
Yeah, when you load warp, it changes the Kagutsuchi phase to whatever's on record, so... Like, I've had save files that are at, like, falling 2 or something, so I just see, your feet gently landed on the ground, like, over and over and over again as I'm load warping through this section. Also, we got the, you know, the heat shimmer foreground effect, because that effect is on while you're in, like, the peephole cutscenes in Labyrinth of Amala. It's not gonna go away until we get into, well, until we do our load warp trick after Kagutsuchi, I think.
Ray Zoroark in chat. I'm not familiar with that run, but I explained this glitch to a friend IRL, and he told me that one of the Fallout games has a really similar menu storage kind of glitch. I'm not sure though. And then I think someone in your chat one time, Shiner, said that one of the newer Pokemon games had a glitch a lot like this, where you can open the menu and do weird things.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not
I
sure.
don't remember that.
Yeah, I think someone
you
said
asked
it was
Pink
the Gen 4
Pajamas what to
window.
call this.
Yeah.
I think Pink Pajamas came up with the term menu storage, probably based on one of the many other obscure RPGs that he's run.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it because oh, Brilliant Diamond. Okay, yeah, that's...
Is that actually the name of the category? The Hinibugu Is that like a password, like a or RNG seed you enter in or something?
Oh,
we don't need to
interesting.
split our save file this much, but it actually saves time because like it always asks you, do you want to overwrite this save? We're saving the frames.
I am doing it for safety a little bit too. I'm like worried I'm going to delete something I'm not sure about, but... oh, I messed up. I'm not supposed to delete Dante. Honestly, that would probably work, but I'm just going to load. And that just
Oh yeah,
returned it.
yeah. We've talked about this before. Apparently, you can have a different team composition as long as like the same character is in the same position and you have the same number of demons in both files that you're like jumping from one to the other. It'll still work.
Yeah, the specifics are kind of confusing. But yeah, they need to be like somewhat similar. Yeah, I didn't know what to name this glitch for a while. I was calling it like a fake menu, but it's not really fake. I was calling it like menu shenanigans or menu anywhere. And then yeah, Pink Pajamas was like menu storage would be the technical term. Okay, if you say so. And once again, we shall just run away from Ball Avatar. Which makes her
Oh,
very
we got
sad.
a glimpse. We got a glimpse of what they look like this time.
Yeah, the last time we saw Chiaki, she was getting 1 extra arm. But somehow between then and now, she is... Well, she's dead now.
Back down to 0. There we go, we got the Heaven Stone. We got all 3 stones of treasures that Kagutsuchi asked us to bring to the top to prove our reason is superior, but he looked in our heart, as in foreshadowed our ending, and said, "How bizarre, I see nothing inside your heart." Very well. So we're here to say, "Objection!" and just throw out the whole courtroom here.
I am gonna save, just in case I do something weird.
Yeah, I've done that before. I caused actual infinite light, I think, on my first run of this category on hard.
It's
just like accidentally closed my menu and just got a white screen.
I kind of like that we have a real final boss, despite the fact that it's not Lucifer, and we have, disposed of all of the other bosses in this final dungeon. We do have, like, a climax of the run. And, as I've touched on before, this is the only reason we have Minakata, really, is because Dante does not have Tarukaja. He does have Provoke, but Tarukaja speeds this fight up a lot. So I have this 4th demon sitting around. This is the best guy I could come up with, is Minakata hanging out with the 3 Dante squad, and he's just buffing us up.
It's just a matter of being a better base level than level 4 Shikigami for just like better base HP stat. Refill Elec is kind of funny. Like maybe if Kagutsuchi uses Dragon Eye, then you can like end his turn earlier if he throws Mazio earlier. Wait, Miyakata does that too with Repel Elec. Never mind, same advantage as Shikigami. Yeah, Momonofu would actually be a liability versus Giri Mikalo though, because he's weak to ailments.
Yes.
And if he gets panicked by Panic Voice and returns to the stock, then like your run is over. You have to load your save because there's no way to get 4 press turns back.
At one point, I thought he might be better because he does resist Fizz, and Gary can whack Minakata. But Minakata does have a pretty good chance of surviving with Merciful, like Dondrates and everything. So yeah, I'm a Minakata fan.
Yeah, resist physical does nothing on Merciful. The damage you take is so low already. And Kagutsuchi doesn't do physical damage at all.
Well, almighty physical, yeah.
Not even, yeah. I guess you could call it almighty physical. Doesn't. I don't know if it scales on physical or magical.
Yeah, I guess not.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna save after placing the stones. Oh no, you're just giving yourself some runway. You save before the stones.
So I'm going to activate menu storage. This is the most exciting part of the run. We are going to dismiss those guys, and I'm going to try to enter this elevator while this menu is blocking my vision, and I'm able to do that. So this is pretty funny. We're going to be fighting Kagutsuchi. This menu is going to be up the entire time. As Shiner says, this is a spoiler-free final boss. And this is why I bought 99 medicines, is...
Yo, go discard. Let's clean up our inventory.
I usually do it after the fight. Just in case.
Okay.
Demi-Fiend is gone, right? He's not part of this, but I like to pretend that Demi-Fiend has been following the Dante squad around. He's standing in the back, and he is going to be tossing medicines at the team while they defeat the final boss. And this is how we're going to make this extra fast. We're going to be provoking him and then Tarukajing up our team, and then Demi-Fiend's going to be spamming medicines while Kagutsuchi is wondering if we're hacking.
Nice, Demi-Fiend's our water boy. We truly defied causality because we've surpassed the boundaries, we've surpassed the limits of time. So yeah, we're...
provoke, or past provoke, past Tarukaja, so we're going to do this.
There we go, Kagutsuchi's on rock bottom defense already, -4. 69!
I'm gonna try to kind of count to 20,000.
Yeah, Kagutsuchi's got 2 phases 3,000. And there's like a hard break point. Rebellion's got a high crit chance, so we might as well do that even though the animation is long. Very
6,
nice.
6,000.
There's our 3rd Tarukaja.
I'm just gonna auto.
Go for Rebellion. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I try to optimize and I'll like do attacks or E&I if I like can't add any more crits, but I guess that extra crit chance is
Just got 5 crits in a row.
50% is extra 50%. Yeah, wow.
He's at like, I did like 16 or 17,000 damage. So I'm just gonna attack this turn.
Spaceship. Dante took some damage. Okay, now we can heal in between phases here. Back to the key items menu.
That's my safety spot.
Well done. Doing that with the whiteout too.
Okay, I'm going to Rebellion and then set auto, and then I can throw my hands up and watch Dante's destroy Kagutsuchi.
We're gonna Minakata attack.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, he can attack now. We got the bonus press turn.
It's probably going to be a blinking first turn.
There we go. We can use these medicines to heal for 50 HP at a time to keep our team alive. So, interesting fact, like, we can heal in between the enemy press turns. And the game, like, will be updating our HP in real time. Or actually... No, I think it only checks your HP, like, at the start of each press turn. Because I think Infinite Light was coming up at the end of my turn, and then I, went to my menu and healed Oni with my items, but he still died to the Infinite Light, and, like, remembered his old HP, like, at the beginning of the press turn.
Yeah, it's a little wonky.
But otherwise you can turn this into an RTS, and, like, however good you can APM and heal your guys, like, that's how good it is.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Yeah, Minakata just got destroyed. Oh, Kagutsuchi's going wild right now.
Yeah, that's provoke damage with attacks, that's why. We're down to 15 medicines. We're gonna have to start healing with Apsaris and the High Fixie now.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been spamming. I mean, this is still fine. We're gonna win, but he doesn't usually go that wild.
We have to keep our team alive. Our rebellion costs HP, but whatever, we'll win. If anything, this is gonna improve our damage because we're not gonna be wasting press turns on Minakata attacks.
There we go.
Okay, there we go. Alright, so we were talking about how the file we load has to have the same number of demons. Do we have to revive our Minakata?
No,
we can't summon them. Yeah, we can't summon them, so we just gotta, like, hit load and hope it works. Like, as long as our... Actually, I think you said our guys have to be in the same order, hey?
Yeah.
I like all the item descriptions have changed as well.
Yeah,
it's another weird consequence of menu storage.
That item helps 16.
Whooshy, here come that item help.
For good luck, I'm going to discard all of our items.
Yeah, we're not going to need him. We're about to abandon this timeline in the flashiest way possible. Look how the screen's flashing even while we're in this menu.
It's actually making it pretty annoying.
Wow, stay dead, Minakata. Toss the revival bead instead of reviving him.
He did his job. And this is a rare nothing screen. You can see if you have no items.
Nothing means nothing!
Nothing means nothing, yeah.
And that.
Wait, change our voice language to Japanese.
Oh yeah, good point.
It'll load different lines, like one at a time, while we're watching this scene.
Populated by man and destroyed. In a new power.
What chat? Chat, what language do we want for the end? My vote's for English.
What do we think? I'm pretty used to English.
The great will shall.
Oh wow, you do have your game audio at 50%.
I'm gonna go with English.
But fear not.
French, all the Lucifer's Call players in chat, making sure we don't soft lock. Lucifer is fighting his inner weeb. Yeah, there's our two Dantes who gained a point of vitality. They got an extra +6 max HP.
I should say, for anyone watching, the time is coming up. If our moderators are watching, time's coming up in like 10 seconds. We're just going to run away from this final boss real quick. Okay, I'm gonna hide the menu. I'm gonna back over to the load screen. Load this save file. And time is on 3, 2, 1, go.
309, GG.
There you go. You're true demons as 3 Dantes who just ran away from the final boss.
Well done.
Well done.
Proven
We gotta hurry to our match
awesome.
in Grand Finals at CEO. Versus Angelic's Wolverine Shuma team.
All you who have lurked in darkness and waited for this day, hear me.
So yeah, this is
When you,
the fastest
demon of
true demon
darkness,
category there
has
is
been
for
born.
Nocturne,
The time
whether you're
has
playing on
come.
PS2 or HD.
Yeah, it's funny, you know.
Let us march
In some games,
onward.
people might say 3 hours is a long speed run. In Nocturne, that is bonkers. In Nocturne, it's like, yo,
To the
sub
final
12
battle,
hours? That's a good run,
where our
you know?
true enemy awaits.
3 hours is
80% is
crazy.
like sub 730. Normal any percent's a good time. Sub 12 hours for hard true demon ending is also a really good time. It was only like last year that the 11-hour barrier was breached, right? Actually, no, we're not quite there yet.
It is Merciful, so obviously that's a big help here. But yeah, 3 hours, even counting Merciful, is bonkers.
This is faster than like Merciful any percent, which either goes for Musubi or demon ending.
Yeah, that was a pretty good time. The record is like 2:45. I made a couple tiny mistakes in this run, but it went like very smoothly, all things considered. The randomness in the first half of the run was perfect.
We did have good luck, although it didn't have that much of an impact.
It kind of did. Like we didn't have to grind at all on to get to level 28. We just naturally got there, which is really nice. So yeah, I don't know when we're gonna get kicked off for the next run. I think Megami Tensei 2 is next, and Megami Tensei 2, I have to say, is an amazing game. If you guys aren't familiar with it, I just played it a couple years ago for the first time, and that game is so awesome for a Famicom RPG. It's like Shin Megami Tensei on the first try. They just got all of this formula right. Anyone in chat who's played Megami Tensei 2 knows how cool it is. So stay tuned for that. And if we do have time, I can show off a couple fun little glitches, but I don't know if we're gonna get kicked off right now or not. Have not been.
Yeah, these
contacted.
credits are kind of long. I think these credits are like 7 minutes long almost.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for some glitch exhibition until someone tells me to stop. Since credits aren't doing any fun. I'm gonna quickly change my save file really quick.
Well, there is one funny Easter egg. Notice how there was like a blue background behind Hikawa there, like in the credits? Apparently the wireframe graphics in the background are supposed to be red if you got the true demon ending. But even though we did get the true demon ending, I guess we missed whatever is supposed to actually set that flag.
Yeah, it's so weird. I've talked about this before too. It's like there's a flag on defeating Lucifer with an attack to set the credits to red. It makes zero sense, but yeah, we are true demons.
Yeah, I don't know where else it would be.
Okay, so really quick, this is a
Metatron?
Shiner. You got to help me with this. This is we've shown all the cool things we can do with menu storage. I know everyone in chat is a huge Puzzle Boy fan. We're going to be playing some Puzzle Boy, except we're going to be playing glitched menu storage Puzzle Boy.
Oh, can you stream to Discord for me again?
Yeah, one sec.
Or maybe I'll just watch through Twitch delay.
No, it's fine. I get it. Because you need to help me with these levels really quick.
Uh-oh. Oh, I made blindfolded instructions for Puzzle Boy, but I don't remember where I put them.
Okay, so we are playing Puzzle Boy.
I think you go left first.
I think I can do the first level on my own, but then I'm going to need you to guide me. Okay, so Puzzle Boy is active, and we are also running around. We're inside of a giant block, apparently, right now. I'm going to warp to a place that we can see the screen a little better. Oh no, what is that? Let's go to... I like the Amala Temple, it has some big open space. We can get help. We can restart.
The
Oh,
spinning
no, I
blue
didn't do
cube
that.
is the goal.
Okay.
Oh, we're undoing our moves. Okay, okay.
Is this the way outside? I think it is.
Yeah, this
Okay,
goes to the
so you
courtyard.
have a pretty good view of Puzzle Boy from this angle. We could see a Pyrojack should be somewhere around here. The heck is he? Oh, there he is.
Oh, I saw him! Over the mountain!
Wait, I'm trying to get him over here.
I saw him again. There, you can see his hat. There we go.
gonna do the slide. Or try to do the slide. There we go. Got the slide glitch.
Yeah! Gumby mode!
And now I want to actually try to beat the first level at least. And I think I know how to do it.
I think you go left and then up and then left.
I think there's only one block, right? There's this block and then there's like an L-shaped. You need to move the L1. So I'm gonna, I think like this. Okay. Okay, I'm lost.
This is how we create the new world. This is the process of creation that every Vortex world undergoes.
Where did he go?
Meanwhile, we're still T-posing around. I always complain, like, you can, like, tap your D-pad and do, like, stutter stepping like Earthbound speedrunners do on PS2 Nocturne, and you, like, slide around like this without moving your legs. They took that away from us in HD. But Brotodile, you figured out how to give it back. You're amazing.
Oh no. Do you remember the do you have your blindfold instructions?
I'll take like a really quick look. Can I just get like anyone in chat can post like a screenshot of the first level? I'll just like compute the solution by looking at that. But let me look.
I'm gonna restart. I think I got this in a weird spot. Slide into view. The controls are not what you think they are.
Oh, you know what? I found my notes already. I know there's like a mistake in them in like stage 19 or something, but I'm pretty sure it'll work in the first 10 stages. You ready to restart? I was right. You do go left first. Okay, you go left 5, then down 2.
Okay.
Then right 1, up 2, down 2, left 1, you can hold it, up 1, right 1, down 2,
went right twice, down 2.
and then left until you get to the exit.
We did it!
Yo! Okay, stage 2. Go left 4, you can hold it. Down 1. Left 1. Up 1. Down 2. Left 2. Up 1. Right 3. Up 2. Left 3, you can hold it. Up 1, you can hold it. Up left, or sorry, left 1, you can hold it.
Okay, okay.
Down 1. Right 1.
This is more complicated than I remember.
Down 1.
Wait, down
and
1
then
didn't do
left to the
anything.
exit.
Oh. There we go, there we go. Okay.
Okay, level 3.
I don't know if they're gonna kick us off. Oh, shoot, I got an encounter. Oh, there's Puzzle Boy on the Battle World, too.
Huh. Get him, Rido! We can restart the battle? Okay.
Yeah, whenever they want to start Megami Tensei 2. But yeah, we'll just keep going until then.
CNA says we got time. Okay, well, let's do level 3. Blindfolded, if you will. Okay, so we go left 3.
1, 2, 3.
Down 1. Left 2, you can hold it. Down 2, you can hold. Left 1. Up 1, you can hold. Right 1. Up 1. Left 1. Down 1. Left 1. Up 1, you can hold. Right 1. Up 1. Left 2, you can hold.
Oh, there we go.
Down 1. Left 1, you can hold. Up 3, you can hold. Left 3. Down, you can hold.
Hey. We're gonna be the first people to get the Geisha
Blindfolded
Nagatama.
Puzzle Boy?
Well, I guess you've done blindfolded, but no one's done it in the Amala Temple courtyard.
Yeah, with like menu storage. Okay, we're on level 4 now. Alright, we go up 1, then left 3, you can hold. Right 1. Down 2. Left 1, you can hold.
Wait, left 2, you said?
Left 1, you
Left
can hold
one.
it.
Okay, okay.
Up 1, you can hold it. Left 1. Up 2, you can hold. Down 4, you can hold.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay, I know where we are.
Oh, I accidentally hit restart. I actually didn't mean to do that.
Because of reinforcements.
Come on, quiet!
Okay, I'm sorry.
Alright,
we
we're
need to
doing level 4
wait.
again.
Let me. I can enable stoma.
Oh, that'll probably help, eh?
Okay, yeah. Sorry. From the beginning.
Alright, up 1, left 3, you can hold. Right 1, down 2. Left 1, up 1, you can hold both of those. Left 1, up 2. Down 4, you can hold. Left 2. Up 3. Left 4. Down 1, you can hold it, you're there.
Hey.
Level 5. Left 2, up 2.
Okay. Okay.
Right 3, you can hold. Up 2. Left 1. Down 1. Right 1. Up 2, you can hold. Okay, now right 2. Down 1, you can hold. Left 1. Up 1, you can hold. Right 2, you can hold. Down 2, you can hold. Right 1, you can hold. Up 1, you can hold.
This level is so complicated.
Left 2. Down 2, you can hold. Left 5, apparently?
Okay.
Now try going down 1. Right 1. Up 1. Left 2. Down 3, you can hold. Right 4, you can hold.
What the heck was
wow, that
going on in
worked.
this level?
There was a big crossed out part of my notes there, so I was like, I skipped ahead and it was like down hold becomes down 1, so I thought the left 5 was going to be needed. Okay, we're on level 6 now. Oh, you're talking to someone.
Just saying hi.
Okay, we go left 3.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Up 2, you can hold. Left 2. Up 1, you can hold. Left 1. Down 1. Right 3, you can hold. Down 2. Left 1, you can hold. Up 1, you can hold. Right 1, you can hold. Up 1, you can hold. Left 2. Up 1, hold. Left 2, you can hold. Down 1, you can hold. Right 1. Down 1, you can hold. Right 2, you can hold. Down 2, you can hold. Left 2, you can hold. Right 2, you can hold. Up 2. Left 1, you can hold. Down 1, you can hold. Right 1, you can hold. Up 3, you can hold. Left 2. Up 1, you can hold. Left 1. Down 3, you can hold. Left, hold all the way to the end.
Wow.
We're on level
Pros at
7.
this.
I feel like we're playing keep talking and no one explodes. Anyway, we're gonna go up 1, you can hold it, and then left 3.
You can
Down
go a little
1.
faster. I can keep up.
Sure. Left 3. Down 4, hold. I'll just say hold, meaning you can like hold the direction and you'll get there. Left 2. Up 3. Right 2. Up 1. Left 1. Up 1, hold.
What the? Wait, what had just happened?
Left 1.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah. Keep going.
Down 4, hold. Up 2. Right 2. Down 1. left 1, up 1,
I might have messed up. Let's just keep going.
right 2, down 3, hold, left 7.
I feel like I'm one space off somewhere. Yeah, I think I missed one there. Okay, from the top.
Hold up. I was gonna say hold up all the way to the end from my instructions end.
Okay.
Okay, let's try level 7 again. It sounds pretty short. So yeah, we start with up all the way, like up 1, or just hold up. Then left 3, down 1, left 3, down 4, hold.
3, down 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold all the way. Okay,
Yeah.
then left 2, up 3. Right 2, up 1. Left 1, up 1, hold. Left 1, down 4, hold. Up 2, right 2. Down 1, left 1. Up 1, right 2.
Wait,
Down 3, hold.
Did I miss something? Wait, down 3. Oh wait, I think I missed.
Just down 3, hold, and then the last 2 steps are left 7, up 1 to the exit.
Oh. Wait, I think I just missed the exit. There we go.
Oh, you nailed it. Nice. Okay, we're on level 8. This was the hardest one when I played Puzzle Boy, legit, but... Oh, the written solution is 3 lines long. Let's see if I notated it correctly. Okay, stage 8. We're gonna go up 1, hold, left 3, hold. Up 1, left 1. Down 1, hold. Up 2, hold. Left 1, up 1. Left 3, down 1. Right 2, up 1. Right 1, hold. Down 1. 3 right. Up 2. Hold.
Where
Right
is
3,
Pyro
down
Jack
1.
right now? Oh, there he is.
Left 2, hold. Up 1, hold. Left 1,
Wait,
hold.
left 2 hold, up 1 hold, left 2 hold?
Yeah. Left 1, hold. Just until the solid wall.
Okay, okay.
Down 2. Now left 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Up 3. Right 1. Down 2, hold. Left 1, hold. Down 1. Right 7, hold. So just hold right until you don't go anymore. Left 1, down 2. Left 1, up 1, hold. Right 1, hold, up 1, hold.
Wait, sorry, right 1 hold? Left
Yeah.
1? Wait, say the last instruction again.
It was it was right 1, up 1. You can hold both of those. So
Okay.
it just means you can like hold
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
but you can't go too far.
I didn't know if you said left
Okay,
or
this-
right.
Okay, this next part looks weird. I seem to have crossed it out. It says like left 3, and then I have something big in brackets that might be crossed out, and the next thing is like right 3. So what does that accomplish?
I'm being let down here.
Okay, so we moved up. Well, if it's left 3, right 3, let's just cancel that out. The next thing says down 3, hold. We'll see if this works.
Okay. I did try
I'd like
moving
to move
left,
4
but maybe it was a
spaces.
bad idea. I thought you said down hold.
Yeah, that was the next thing, like down. But I heard you move 4 times.
Oh, I moved.
So that is weird.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not quite sure where we are, but let's keep following the instructions and see if it works. Okay, so after going down 3, we got right 2, up 1, hold. Left 1, down 1, hold. Left 1, hold, up 1, hold. Right 1, up 1. Left 2, hold, down 1, hold.
Oh, I went
Left
down 2
1.
hold. I don't know. This is not looking
We got
good.
our left 1. And then I have up 6, hold.
I don't know. I think our Pyro Jack
Oh.
is in a weird spot.
We only moved 3 places? I don't think it worked. Uh-oh, this might be... This might be one of the stages I wrote down wrong.
Hey guys, we gotta go.
Okay.
Say goodbye to the camera.
Alright, we got this far with blindfolded puzzle boy
This is
instructions.
impressive.
Thanks so much for having us, RPG Limit Break. I've been Shiner CCC, and Brotodile the Glitch Master has gotten us this far. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you guys.
having a great night with me.